everyone.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome
hey,
to
what the heck is up, bro?
Welcome to a podcast will save this relationship.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him, and on today's podcast, we talked about...
I wanted to curse really bad, and then I realized I can't.
It's in the first, 7 minutes, yeah.
So that's why I restarted my brain.
I appreciate that a lot, yeah.
Anyway, we went to a creator event, and we talked a little bit about it, and being a creator.
The much anticipated return of Josh Mansplains for the hit 2017 movie that, if you were to go on the Schmeirit Schmay, only has 8 people who give enough of a shit to keep it up. The Circle
with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
and I played Animal Crossing during it.
Yeah, and then we did Red Stories where I did Animal Crossing during.
No, he didn't. I didn't let him.
Wish.
It was my Animal Crossing, my Switch, me.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell if you're watching on YouTube. Share the podcast. Rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Buy me a coffee, Patreon, Throne, those websites, APWSTR, Cameo, guy nicknamed JC for me. That's O'Hearon for Sarah, if I'm not mistaken.
ThatSoheeron.
And yeah, Instagram, TikTok, all our socials are down in the description. We also have mutual aid links
in the link tree. Go check them out. We got red cards. We got Palestine GoFundMes. We got California Fire GoFundMes. We got Congo, Sudan, Lebanon. We got hurricane relief in there. Go check them out.
Yeah, so all that's in the description. Timestamps are down in the description. Enjoy the episode.
Also, we have Domino's top surgery GoFundMe. A person that wrote in just a bit ago.
It is Domino, right?
Yeah, you said Domino.
Yeah, Domino. Yeah,
literally 5 minutes ago.
I just want to double check
in the recording session.
Yeah. So yeah,
go check
that'll
out.
be down in the description as well as in our mutual aid. So yeah, enjoy the episode, y'all.
Feeling a low energy one today.
Low energy one? That's fair. I feel that. I will say this is our 4th one in a row. So not to pat myself on the back or anything, but
I'm patting myself.
We got through it. We did 4 weeks worth of podcasts.
Let's fucking go. No one can say that we're not inconsistent.
TM, yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah, until the next time we're inconsistent, baby. Yeah. How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Yeah, good D&D sesh today.
Yeah, it was good.
It's been a good week.
It has been a good week. We went to the YouTube creator thing.
Collective, yeah. Which is we did one 4 months ago, and it was fine. It was good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. We met up other people and see. It's always good to go somewhere where when you have a job like this.
Whereas the whole point of it is that you meet other people and you talk about creating and stuff, because it can be very isolating, which is real.
Very much true.
It is true.
And I think it's good because I think it's hard for some people outside of the creator space to understand the actual difficulties that come from working this.
Which I used to be like, what the fuck, man? What the heck? What the fuck, man? Man, what the heck?
Yeah.
But now I'm like, no, it's a weird job.
It's a very weird job. Even though we're not YouTubers, I would consider ourselves podcasters, but
I mean, I don't know. I think we're kind of both.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I will say YouTube, it does feel like there's a distinction when we go to these YouTube creators.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of times we'll be talking to people and they'll be talking about, having trouble with whatever their niche is. It's always very niche specific. We met someone that was a gaming
video essayist, I believe.
Yeah, everyone was super cool. No one was weird. Everyone
we talked to was really chill. Yeah.
Yeah, which every time we go, everybody's super cool. But we met a video gaming essayist. We met a women's wellness. They do fitness instruction,
yoga, stuff like that. I think.
Yeah.
Don't remember the specifics. A musician, I think, art a producer.
Yeah, musician producing thing, and then also we met a producer of movies. Yeah. It's all. He said it's all written by or about Mexican stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, a Colombian producer about movies that were in Spanish. It was super cool talking to him. Talked to him about the Oscars for a long time. It was awesome. Trying to think of who else we talked to.
We actually talked to another podcaster.
Yeah, a couple other podcasters as well, which was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it felt good. It feels weird, going to this and actually having information to share with people, talking about Spotify video shit like that. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Every time I go to one of these, I'm like, this is what you got to do.
Yeah, it's like
your thing.
You're holding the cigar in your hand.
Hey, listen, I've been around the block a few times.
I thought it was weird that you wore one of those like robes, like those Hugh Hefner
silk robes.
Yeah,
like, hey, I've been podcasting for a little bit.
Glasses down.
Hey.
Like you had your hair slicked like weird too.
I've been thinking about getting like a pomade.
Really?
Because of I did my hair for the event, but now I have these little things.
Oh yeah.
But because my hair is so damaged and dry from bleaching it all the time, it won't stick to my fucking face.
Oh shit.
So I'm straight up thinking about getting like a pomade or something to stick this to my face to do like cool little designs or something.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was nice. It was a nice event. It was nice talking to people and having this information. Also, it was in downtown Orlando. And
it was at the One Up bar.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
On a Thursday, it was easy to get there, easy to get back.
Nice and cash.
It was just
I
nice
really
and
liked
casual.
that bar, man.
Yeah, it was really
good.
I will say, it's not every day that we're downtown for like 20 minutes, and it's like, fuck, it would be nice to live downtown, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you always want to live downtown for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. It's a new part of Orlando I've never lived.
Yeah,
so,
but then also you look at rent prices, and it's like $2,200 for a studio, and it's like, let's get a mortgage. How about that? Let's get a How about that equity? Let's build some equity here.
Yeah, the only like affordable places to live are like on Paramore, and I wouldn't want to gentrify Paramore. You know,
yeah,
that's not my that's not my place to be. You know, yeah.
No, I feel that, especially since we live so close to like southern East Sodo is what it is. Like that's what it's called now.
Sodo,
that shit's gentrified to hell, man.
Yeah,
I think once you have a 2-story Target where you park and your car on the top floor, and then it's
so weird because Orlando really has pockets of like. It's and I mean I guess that is gentrification. Yeah, I guess so. It's just more like where are the historically black areas and where are the areas where people are trying to put in like effort into the local, because I know Sodo also has a lot of like Mosaic Hair where I used to get my hair done. That's in Sodo.
Oh yeah, in the Milk District specifically.
Yeah, and like the Milk District and stuff, which I do have some problems with the Milk District, but I did grow up around there. It's really hard to tell which areas are like have been there a long time and which ones haven't, because like in the Milk District there's places like Pom Poms where that's like a sandwich shop that's been there for like 70 years, or Beefy King, which has been there for like 70 years, and then there's also the like that venue that's right across from Beefy King.
Oh, fucking Plaza Live. Yeah,
where that's been around forever, and it's just man, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. So then you go to those places and it's historic, and then
across the street, not even, is like the big box Barnes and Noble fucking.
That's also been there for as long as I've been here.
Never mind.
But it's constantly getting renovated and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, because it's weird, because I got a history with this place because I've been here since middle school. Like that Barnes and Noble, that big box Barnes and Noble, I played at when I was in high school every Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they would allow me and our orchestra and our band and stuff to go there and play Christmas carols in the middle of Barnes & Noble. And it was really fun. And we would do that every single year. And I think they still do it. I don't know.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
But it's like a way to raise funds for the school, I think.
Damn.
And spread awareness and stuff. So it's like...
It's hard. I get it.
Yeah, you go to areas like that, and it's like you don't want to gentrify an area, but you don't know really if you're participating in anything because the culture and the history is so like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until
2 seconds ago. Yeah.
Well, I think about it all the time, and then I'm like, wait, yeah, I've been here for like 15 years.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm old.
Yeah.
And then, you go to a record store that you think is just like cool, and then you find out it's like Greg's record store. And then you talk to Greg, and Greg is like, "Yeah, this record store has been in my family for 100 fucking years."
Yeah.
And it would happen to me all the time being from Edgewater, because in the area you go to like Publix, and it's the Publix that at the time it still had its like 50s outside look to it.
Yeah.
And then you'd walk through and you'd be a teenager, and then I'd be a teenager and I'd walk through. They'd be like, "Where do you go to high school?" And I'd say Edgewater, and they'd be like, "I went to Edgewater." It's a 90-year-old woman, and then she would be like, "Yeah, our senior prank was that we took the principal's car apart and then we put it all back together on the roof of the school, and they wouldn't let us do senior pranks anymore." And I was like, they still do senior pranks.
Yeah.
And every year they tell them you can't do senior pranks anymore.
They still do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd. You follow the rules of the authority trying to stop you from questioning said authority. That's crazy.
Ours was just like a big water balloon fight, I think.
Fair. I don't remember what our senior prank was. I don't think we really did one that year. Or if there was one, I didn't give a shit because there's only like 200 people that could have made the prank go through. So I don't know.
It was huge. It was outside in the big courtyard because there's like a big outside area, and everyone just started beating the shit out of everybody with water balloons.
Water balloons, yeah.
It was horrible to clean up.
I can only imagine. Jesus.
Yeah, and then we all went home. Like, that was like first thing in the morning, and then we went home.
Fuck this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I bring up the 2-story Target because in Miami, they're now doing super Publixes that are basically the same thing.
Like with the little cart elevator?
Yeah, and like elevators to go up. Like, it's not even like it's so weird though, these super Publixes, because like you go to the...
Is it the one with the restaurant and the sushi bar?
Probably, because that's a different one. I think they're doing multiple of those.
That's around here.
Yeah, that's around here. I'm talking about Miami. Like,
yeah, that's probably crazy.
Parking garage either above it or below it, and like there's not an actual like entrance from what I can tell. It's like you have to use an elevator, it seems like, to get in.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like,
that
sucks.
We did that before with Publix once.
Maybe.
No, maybe I'm thinking of the Target.
Yeah, the Target's the only one I could think of. Yeah. Around here at least.
But at least there's still a front fucking door. With
yeah,
the
it didn't
Target.
seem like
you
it
walk
in the
in.
TikTok. I'm assuming there is somewhere. And maybe you take the front door to the elevator to get to whatever.
Isn't that a fire hazard?
Okay, yeah. You can have like emergency exits.
You can't go in the elevator.
Yeah, you still have stairs right next to it.
Yeah, but what if you're in the parking garage, I guess? You just drive away?
Yeah, get in your car and drive real far away.
Car beats fire.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess the outside elevators for the little buggies are like, it seems like something like in the 1950s where they would make like cool little animatronics for like ease of use.
Oh yeah.
Before we just got really good at computer.
Yeah.
You know?
I get what you mean.
Like shit like that. That's kind of how it seems. Like it seems like it's the future old technology.
Oh yeah, future retro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Retro futuristic. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. I love Orlando. Is my main point with that.
No,
and
me
it was
too.
Fun. And it was fun.
I didn't realize how much I fucking loved Orlando until I was there and I had like 3 drinks in me and I was like, I love Orlando so much. Orlando's so good. I'm never leaving. Meanwhile, I'm always like, fuck Orlando. Fuck everything.
This place. Yeah, but you get one drink in you, you start realizing, oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
We were talking to one of the people was from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
And her husband was from Coral Springs. It was really funny because in college, I went to FSU, and in the dorms, everyone else in my dorm, it seemed like, were from Coral Springs.
Oh, yeah.
And they would all get together and talk about Coral Springs all the time. And Coral Springs is like a tiny little town outside of Fort Lauderdale. So every time you talk to somebody from Coral Springs, if you get them on their own, you're like, where are you from? They're like, Fort Lauderdale. And they go, actually, it's Coral Springs, but it's basically Fort Lauderdale. And unfortunately for me, all those people in college were terrible people. So,
yeah. So
I'm bad for Coral Springs. But yeah, I was talking to this lady's husband, and I was like, oh yeah, I know a bunch of people from there, trying to make him feel less awkward about being from Coral Springs, because he did the thing where he was like, yeah, it's tiny, you don't know anything about it. And I was like, no, I do.
I know enough about it.
And I brought it up because I was pretty sure that this was Coral Springs, but I was like, you guys love to play Uno, like a lot. And his wife was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, nail on the fucking head, let's go.
Yeah, I will say though, you did say later, like maybe he was just saying yeah to just move on with the conversation.
I fully guessed that was the tiny town, because I had forgotten about all those people.
Yeah, God, that's funny, man.
But anytime anyone's like, yeah, I'm outside of this, you know, tiny place or whatever, it's always seems to be the same group of people. So I just guess.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Can't believe you got that. Yeah. That's wild.
It scared me how good I was at talking to people in that bar.
You were the one making the deals. You were the one fucking.
Yeah.
God, man, I feel that. It was a good time though, man.
It was really good. I really liked learning about people and talking to people and doing shit. Yeah. And also, it's like YouTubers are like, even if they're trying to be influencers.
Oh yeah,
or something, or they're trying to get in with the big crowd. They're nerds.
Oh yeah, they're nerds, 100%. Whether or not
because they're making content.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a like-mindedness
there
that you don't normally get when you're in a bar, and the like-mindedness is we're all trying to crush.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, we're all trying to drown our sorrows from.
We're all trying to get drunk, and we're all trying to crush.
Yeah. Listen, I just got off a fucking 9 to 5 fucking...
And I'm here to fucking crush.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
All right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I will say having it be in an arcade bar make a lot of sense, yeah.
We didn't play any games, though.
Yeah, ridiculous. How dare us talk to other people instead of play games.
I really want to go and play Guitar Hero at some point.
We're gonna do that, yeah.
I will say, though, that one, the Guitar Hero was right near the entrance.
Yeah, so it's like... Why?
I don't want to do this in front of everybody.
There's a bunch of people walking by. Fuck. Like, why are they pretending to play guitar?
It was like when we went to the pinball arcade.
Oh yeah.
And there was one that was like it was like a Jack Daniels themed pinball machine.
And there was just a fucking.
There was like a huge sexy lady on the front of it, and I was just like sitting there, drink in hand, like. And in front there was like a giant window.
Yeah.
And just. Whole families with tiny children.
This is like a fucking like go-kart indoor arcade area. Also,
like,
yeah,
it's just so fucked up.
No, it's so yeah. Put that in the back. Let me hide my shame, please. Thank you.
I don't know why I thought about this.
Okay.
Maybe because I really don't want to hear you talk about the circle.
Yeah, this is really the Josh Mansplains filler part before we get to the Josh Mansplains.
The main point of everything that I've been saying is I cannot believe how good I've gotten at yapping because of this stupid fucking show. Holy shit, I was yapping everybody's ears off.
I'm gonna hold you to that during the Josh Mansplains about Lisa.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up and play Animal Crossing when you start talking. I started a new island on Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and you asked me, the guy that's gonna be talking to you about this, to bring in my Switch so I could play Animal Crossing while you bore me to death about this Tom Hanks movie about something. Circles
about circles or whatever
versus triangles. Yeah. Or being rectangular, yeah.
I would rather you yap at me about the Da Vinci Code, if I'm honest.
Dude, god damn it. You know that's the next one, you
Angels
fucking asshole.
And Demons, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna be one of those annoying people that are, did you know Angels and Demons was actually the first one? Even though they did that one second in the movie? No, yeah, I get it, yeah.
People are trying to advertise Conclave by being like, if you're really into Dan Brown, you would like
that's
Conclave.
Not advertising it.
It is to me, because I'm like, wait, is Conclave bad? What did you mean?
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, last thing before the, yeah.
Okay, anyway, what was my other thing? It was me doing the pinball in front of a bunch of people and not realizing that I looked like an alcoholic gay woman in my mid-50s or something.
Yeah. Going to fucking Deezerland.
Going to Deezerland.
Off of iDrive on the shitty part of iDrive, you know?
I don't know why the vibe reminded me of when the year after Patton Oswalt's wife passed away, he got like a Golden Globe or like an Emmy for something.
Oh, yeah.
Or something for his comedy
and
special.
He was like just out at like In-N-Out or something.
He thought it would be funny if he sadly went to like Arby's or something.
Yeah.
And like looked disheveled at the Arby's and took photos of him with his Emmy by himself.
Yeah.
And so he did that just not thinking about he just went through a really traumatic event. He just thought it would be funny to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a comedian and I won an award, but I'm such a loser.
Yeah.
And he posted it online and everyone was like, are you okay? Don't kill yourself. And he was like, No,
I just won an award. Wait, hold on.
Wait, no.
That's so funny because I saw apparently a bunch of Oscar winners went to like In and Out immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I think it's like a joke.
It's just a thing. Yeah, so.
But I think it was funny. I think because it was for the special about his grief or something.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Dude, going to your award show and being reminded of your dead fucking partner by winning the award. Man, thank God your partner died, or else we wouldn't have had this album. Here you go.
And he's not even trying to do that, make that comparison. Because I will say, when you do go through grief like that, everything feels like that too. Any good thing that happens to you is like, feels like a fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly.
Like, why can't I do this and my dad's alive? That's dumb. That's dumb,
this
God.
Is ridiculous.
Fuck you.
Why? Yeah.
I don't know why it just has the same sad energy of like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm just creating this character in my mind of like a old gay woman at a ping
pong parlor. Yeah.
At a pinball place playing a Jack Daniels themed pinball thing.
Yeah.
And her wife died. You know what I mean? Like she has just emotion that encapsulates that her wife is dead and she's on like her third Jack and Coke.
Yeah. That's so funny, dude. Jesus. Man. That's a good character. Yeah, you should develop that. Yeah.
I don't know what her name is. Stella.
Yeah.
Her name's Stella.
Man, Stella's gone through it all, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay. Speaking of Patton Oswalt.
She lost the love of her life, man.
And I lost my love of movies also, so it's the same thing. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So, Josh Mansplains is back, motherfuckers.
With an added twist. Now Josh has to stop me from playing Animal Crossing by being interesting.
Yeah. Okay, fuck you. But also... That wasn't even a joke. That was real. We're talking about this later. Okay, The Circle. Let's talk about how this is the most forgettable movie ever made by talking about all the other shit that is more apparently important to have cedars on.
Yeah.
When it comes to torrenting. Yeah, that's right. We're not talking about the movie yet, so you can't. You're gonna be a little bit intrigued.
It's about the movie. You started the bit.
Okay, so
you're telling me this isn't in the chapter, the same chapter as Josh Mansplains?
It is in the same chapter. However, we need to do some housekeeping. All right. It's
not every day. Housekeeping.
It's not every day that, theoretically, if I didn't want to get a legitimate copy of this, I would have gone to the Pirate Bay to find a torrent of it and then download it, which is not what happened. But theoretically, if you were to go to the Pirate Bay on the day that I happened to watch this movie,
right,
there were like 2 pages in Google Docs worth of other things that people that make torrents believe is more worthy of saving. Than The Circle from 2017. And I have a list here, including the number of times duplicates before we get to The Circle.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes.
Because I just had a content idea.
Yeah.
What if on April Fool's, I just play Subway Surfers on my phone and I record it?
And then
it plays during while I'm on my phone.
And I'm explaining something to you.
And you are reading a Reddit story to me and I don't react.
We can do that for like one, but we still got to make money in April. So, I mean, we got to...
You're right. Okay.
God damn it. Fuck.
Whatever.
So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not... Listen, we can do it for one. You get one.
I get one?
You get one.
Okay.
I'm a really nice guy. I can give you one. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Right. I'm waiting for Google Docs to update. It really does not want me to actually see this list I made.
Turning the volume up.
God damn it.
What's funny is really, also Animal Crossing is loading and taking a long time to load.
It makes no sense why all this is taking so goddamn long. I had to get off internet to open this. Okay, so here we are.
Did our internet go out again?
I swear to fucking Christ.
That would be so funny.
All right, so...
Yeah.
Here's a list chronologically of having the most seeders, which is people who have the torrent and are sharing it with other people.
Okay, fine.
Here it is.
I'll wait.
Okay, so Kingsman, the secret circle, the golden circle, whatever it's called, was on this 3 times with 120 people seeding it. Then we have Indiana Joins, apparently, as I wrote, and the Great Circle 5 times with 62 seeders.
Bro, Indiana Joints,
yeah. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle 5 times 62 seeders. Alone, season 11, episode 1. So it had a title of who fucking knows what that is?
I don't.
Apparently 45 people know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Bletchy Circle. I don't know what the fuck that is either.
I don't know what these things are.
2 times 40. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah. Okay, can you actually lower it while I do this?
Man, I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
The Circle US season 7 specifically, episodes 1, 13, 7, 3, 5, 6, 6 again, 11, and 10 with 36 seaters.
Netflix has a
show called The Circle. Apparently, none of the other seasons are on the Pirate Bay when you look up just The Circle.
Right.
So who knows what's going on there.
Okay.
Sis Swap 24-6-24, Gracie Gates and Scarlet Alexis The Circle 4 times with 36 people thinking porn is more important than
porn.
That's a porno. That's one. That's one porn.
You lost me. You got me right back.
Yeah, Lustery E1568 because this is a show. Porn. Noir and Sky closing the circle XXX one
also
time.
Porn.
Also porn. 22 people thought that was important to say.
Wow, that's not a very popular porn.
Apparently, cis swap is more important because people are incestuous little freaks. Yeah,
yeah, everyone loves that. I guess.
Sneaker Pimp Squaring the Circle is on there once, which is apparently an album. Because we still
Sneaker Pimps.
Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, Sneaker Pimps.
Star Trek: Strange New World season 2 episode 1, The Broken Circle 2 times with 16 people. In the First Circle, a book by Alexander Solzhenitsyn or some shit like that, some Russian guy.
Yeah.
Is on there once with 9 people. The Secret Circle, which is apparently a show that has seasons like 1, is on there one time with 9 people, which brings us to The Circle 2017.
Wow, that was filled with a lot of shit I know nothing about.
And apparently those are more important, though, than this Tom Hanks, Emma Watson movie about how Facebook is bad.
So, okay.
Yeah. I'm so surprised that this movie came out in 2017 because that must have meant I was an adult when this movie came out. When I really thought this movie came out when I was like,
no, I remember.
14.
I remember it coming out.
Yeah, which
because it was just like Tom Hanks being like, "Oh my god, oh shit," and then Emma Watson's like, "I'm going in," and then Tom Hanks is like,
I wish that was the movie.
The Circle, and
I wish it was that
Circle.
movie because this movie sucks.
Lots of government buildings also.
Not really.
Okay, well,
but
fuck me, I guess.
no, but I get why. Because I remember watching the
trailer.
Of
marble.
There you go. That's fair. All
right.
Because you watch the trailer. From what I remember, the trailer was. It seemed like a more action-packed like thriller than it is. Which is just Emma Watson's a call center representative,
right?
Who is essentially a whistleblower, but not because she's not because she eventually just usurps the company.
Yeah. Oh,
like I think
that's
is
cool.
Yeah. So
my attention's really going in and out. If I'm honest.
Yeah. But okay. So I told you beforehand. Okay. So Tom Hanks is in this. Patton Oswalt is in this. Emma Watson's in this. Carla from Scrubs is in this. The kid from Boyhood. I know. The kid from Boyhood also has a name. Don't know what his fucking name is.
Okay.
Is in it? This is Bill Paxton's last movie. Also, this is the movie. This movie was released right after his death.
Bill Paxton.
Who we've talked about from Twisters, the Demon Man.
Oh, yeah.
The dead man that once said
dead.
that demonic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this was his last
I
role.
remember him.
His last role released after his death.
What did he do?
In the movie, or why did he die?
No, why would I ask that? That's such a...
I don't know what you're asking, man. Fuck.
What, do you think I'm a jerk? No.
He's... Oh my god, we have to talk about, okay, Emma Watson does a fucking American accent and it like goes in and out like half the time.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, because like Bill Paxton's supposed to be her dad.
America.
And also Bill Paxton just Bill Paxton also just looks like Christian Slater, so like I don't know why they didn't just get. I feel like Christian Slater would have been more enjoyable for me personally, but whatever.
Yeah. I love Christian Slater.
Yeah, but like it's, and I don't know if he was actually going through the medical troubles that caused his death, because he very specifically had like a heart issue, and like he died in surgery because like that's what killed him.
That sucks.
Yeah, but he plays the dad who has like MS, like mustard. Well, I can't mustard. His mustard. DJ
mustard gas.
MS, whatever that one is. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, he has mustard gas. He bleached in the ammonia a bunch of shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna look up what
Google
MS is.
So he's acting like he has MS throughout the movie, and I don't know if he's just like.
Wait, the character has MS or Bill?
The character, not Bill Paxton. He did not.
I almost called him Baxton. This is chaos.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to keep you fucking entertained, Sarah, so you don't go look at cute animals on Animal Crossing. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's her dad, and so Emma Watson is forced to have an American accent. Multiple sclerosis. Okay, yeah. So like he acts like he has that throughout the movie, which I don't think he actually had. So he's just acting disabled, basically.
Okay.
Like he's like, and I can't tell when he's like, because I can't tell because I know he died later on. Okay, whatever. So, okay, the movie is social media bad, right? But it's not, like, good about it.
Oh.
So, okay, so we were talking about this with the Rotten Tomatoes game that we played with my family. There was a movie that Tom Hanks was in that Bruce Willis was also in, but Bruce Willis should have played the role Tom Hanks had, and then Tom Hanks should have played the role that Bruce Willis had.
I remember that movie, yeah.
Because Tom Hanks in this movie is supposed to be Steve Jobs. Basically, like a mix of all the tech CEOs you've ever heard of, and he doesn't sell it really because he's a nice, like, lovable person compared to like
he's nice.
Yeah, and it's like, and I know the reason why they did it is because he's like forward facing for the company. He's supposed to be a really nice guy, but then in the background he's like a swarmy kind of like guy. Like at the, and I know I'm jumping around, and we'll get to the actual like what happens in the movie later.
Yeah,
but like by the end of it, like Emma Watson reveals that like he has like secret emails between him and Patton Oswalt that like even their assistants and wife don't know about.
But his emails,
yeah, right. And but he's like, and he this is a literal line too. He just like whispers to Patton Oswalt, "We're so fucked," and it's like. But you're Tom, like I don't buy it, man. Like you've been acting relatively nice, even though I know you're the bad guy because you're Steve fucking Jobs.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like Patton Oswalt does a better job being the swarmy tech CEO, like COO or whatever he is.
Swarmy?
I guess.
Smarmy?
Swarmy, yeah.
Smarmy. Swarmy?
I don't know what it is. Patton Oswalt is better being the like sneaky little like tech COO that like gets a senator like investigated by the FBI by planting evidence in the mainframe, whatever. And I guess the main lesson of the movie is that monopolies are bad, like tech monopolies are bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I agree with. Yeah. But the way the movie does it's so unrealistic about how it like it's more because it has to be a movie. It has to be fast paced, but it's like I feel like
this is a fast paced movie. Are you for real?
It feels like this movie takes place in a matter of like 3 weeks.
Oh,
from like when Emma Watson like leaves her boring other call center job to go to this exciting tech call center job.
Yeah.
Which has to like and like the building is like a big circle, so it's supposed to be like the same as like the Apple headquarters or the Google headquarters. Yeah, the circle is not only the social media network company, it's also the building is a circle.
This is how I feel every time we watch Ocean's 11 and at some point George Clooney's like, "Yeah, my name's Danny Ocean." And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
His last name is Ocean?
Yeah, it's motherfucking Ocean, dude. Thanks for getting to see Bill C.
And you really try to tell me with a straight face.
That movie's awesome? Yeah, of course it's fucking awesome.
That's not a cool moment at all. It's not cool.
It's listen, George Clooney sells it, all right?
Having your last name be Ocean is fucking terrible. That's a terrible last name.
Just get real angry on the show.
Oh, I got Mr. Ocean's class tomorrow.
Yeah, if he was a teacher, yeah, I guess it would be boring. He's a thief, Sarah. He's a criminal. I think that's gotta count for something. That's gotta count.
Maybe it's okay if you're like a pirate. I'm Redbeard, and I'm Ocean Man, Ocean guy, Ocean thief. I'll steal the actual ocean.
So yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, you're the ocean. Okay, all right.
We're gonna steal the whole ocean.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of the Ocean. Yeah. Okay. So okay.
We're gonna steal the fucking equator.
Yeah. God, only if. Okay. Yeah. So all right. Okay. All right. Everyone, calm down. So
no.
So it's the whole. So it's like it's supposed to be Apple and Microsoft, whatever, and it's like a big circle building, like with like the courtyard in the center where like the Dalai Lama visits like one time.
It's boring as
and
shit.
It's like whatever. Yeah. But like no, like fucking and like oh god. Okay, so John Boyega's in this movie also,
right?
And like he's supposed to be like if this were a good movie, it would be like he's actually the bad guy, because like the kid from Boyhood's supposed to be her, like Emma Watson's love interest, and like it's like he's not a good actor because he was in, like, we all saw Boyhood.
Yeah, that was his only job, right?
That's his only job, and his role in this movie is guy from Boyhood, but like he makes antler chandeliers.
What?
Which is, by the way, a pivotal moment in the movie because this movie's stupid.
Yeah.
And like what I thought was gonna happen in the movie was like, oh, Emma Watson's gonna fall for John Boyega, but like John Boyega is actually a bad guy because he's working on the secret, like, you know, the data harvesting thing. And then she's gonna realize, oh, she actually wants to go be with Boyhood Kid because Boyhood Kid is actually down to earth, you know, really.
He's really into the antlers.
Yeah, he's really into antlers, and like they've known each other since like they were babies or some shit, whatever. Right. Like they're not really, they're just like friends right now, but like he's kind of incel-y, so like kind of you don't really want him to like be, but like, you know, it's like, oh, maybe he's right because the Boyhood Kid's supposed to be the voice of reason, where he's like, why don't we just live in the real world, which is very close to a real line in the movie. Yeah, so like Boyhood is supposed to be like, you know, the guy, but like that doesn't happen. Like she like kills him basically, but well, yeah. Well, okay, so
excuse me.
Yeah, so this movie, a lot of shit happens.
She kills Boyhood guy.
It's kind of, well, her and Patton Oswalt and Tom Hanks do.
Oswalt kills a man
kind
in this movie.
Well, yes, I'm gonna say yes. By association.
What the fuck?
Because like this okay, so like so the plot of the movie is Emma Watson's working a dumb boring office job, whatever. She's working in the office, and then she gets a call from her Scottish friend who's like, oh hey, I'm part of the top 40 and I got you an interview.
Top 40.
Top 40 is like, I guess, the inner sanctum of all the people that work with Tom Hanks or whatever. And then she goes to like the interview, and it's like a Google interview where like all the questions are stupid. Like, oh, do you like John or Paul? I.e. the Beatles. And it's like, oh, late one of them, early other one, whichever one it is, whatever. And like also the interviewer is like, do you want to go out with me? And then she's like, that's inappropriate. And he's like, that was a test. Yeah, like it's and it's like she gets
bad.
Yeah, so
I don't like that.
So yeah, and she gets the job, and like she goes there, and like there's already the hints of like they have too much data on all these people. Like they go into an elevator with LED screens for like the walls, and like there's just a photo of both of them like hiking, like her and her friend that got her the job. It just shows up, and they're all just cool with it. There's never a moment up until like 40 minutes until the end where Emma Watson's actually like, maybe this is bad. Maybe this is a bad idea.
Okay.
All this information they have on us, because like, yeah, okay. And then they go there, and like Tom Hanks is doing like a keynote about like, oh, we have these like little ball-sized like cameras that you can kind of place anywhere, and you can't even tell that they're there. Which is like basically if you have like more than one digit of IQ points, you know, is like, oh, so they're going to be able to see everything, you know? If you've watched any other movie or if you've lived in the real world, you know, oh, so it's a surveillance state. Got it.
Yeah,
cool. Great. Love it. Right. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's all the bullshit excuse of like, oh, this is actually going to make totalitarian governments like be held accountable.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah,
like
no.
really obviously no.
But like no one's questioning it because it's all like the cult of like all the people that work there. They all just like stand and applaud. And like Emma Watson's a little bit like, oh, this is weird. but also she acts like, oh, this is awesome. Like she really goes between like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but also I'm intrigued. Maybe this is good actually.
Oh.
And she goes to like an after work party or some shit, and like there's also like, oh, you gotta have 100% like perfect score or whatever it is, like whatever the thing is when you have
I
the
would
thing.
say you should probably have 100% perfect score.
Yeah.
I mean, having a 50% perfect score would suck.
Yeah, it's not perfect. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like your customer service score is supposed to be like 100, and like she starts off in the 80s, and she's like the best person to ever do customer service apparently, because like her friend was like, I was in the 60s my first week. Whatever, who cares? She's the best. She's the best at customer servicing.
Okay, I will say that is real. Like I've been in companies like that. Actually, ironically, the First Advantage, the fucking what is it called?
I know what you're talking about. Like
the drug testing company.
Oh,
the
yeah.
background check company. They were like, yeah, every phone call you'll probably get like a dog shit score on. Like this guy, like they made us talk to this guy, and it was just one of the things where I was like, I'm not working here. He got like his QA scores for his first year was like all zeros.
Oh my God.
And he was like, and I'm a manager now. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, actually, if I'm being told constantly I'm a piece of shit, that actually sucks at my job.
Totally okay to fuck up. There are no consequences.
Yeah, it doesn't put faith in your company. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, we're doing drug tests.
Yeah.
That's actually bad, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel like you don't give a shit.
Yeah, and honestly. And it's I guess that's the point of this too, is like the company doesn't really give a shit, but they're like, they just want to make sure. Because like they make the point of like, oh, if you don't get 100, you got to message them afterwards like, hi, I'm happy that I was able to help you. Why didn't you give me 100? What would you want me to do?
Oh,
and
ew.
Yeah, it's like the company forces them to be like, oh, you gotta aim for 100. If you don't get 100, you gotta call them back. You gotta text them back, be like, hey, what's up?
I've also worked in companies that do that too, so it's not abnormal.
It's not abnormal, but it's definitely like it's setting the tone of the company, which is, you know, modern tech company, like trying to make it. And they're also saying it's like, oh, if you don't put people first, and like you're not a good company.
Okay.
And it's like,
okay, it's the circle.
Yeah, circle. Okay. Yeah, you know, and it's like, but it only counts for like the customers, not the employees. Because at some point later, like Emma Watson, like she decides to not like, she goes kayaking by herself, and the next day, like she's like watching a CNN report about a senator that's like investigating the circle, and like they're watching her watch the thing. Like there's like one of those little ball things, because we also see at some point, oh, there's a bunch of little ball things in the office that no one knows about. So then like these two corporate goons come up. As in, like I guess they work customer service also, but like they're like, hey, so like we noticed that you're not doing any of the after hours events, like you're not going to like any of the things.
Yeah.
And like she brings up like, oh, I went kayaking last night. I didn't. And then the guy that's there is like, what? I love kayaking. We could have kayaked together. And so there's like a party rank, which is participation rank, also on top of the QA rank that they have. Like they're basically like,
so it's like meow meow beans.
Yeah, they have a meow meow beans in this, and it's like you know, like it's not mandatory to go to after work events, but here's a number that's yeah, and it's like cool, great, okay, cool. And also like she's not talking to her parents because she lives with her parents at the beginning of the movie, and then she doesn't, whatever.
Okay,
I think she goes also to like her parents' birthday or something, and like someone's birthday, it doesn't matter, and they're celebrating her job, whatever, and then she's there, and then Boyhood Kids there is like, oh, so you got a job at the circle, huh? So you're like why aren't you living in the real world? You know, why aren't you taking in the moment? Like, you know, aren't we socializing right now? Why do you need to send me an email? So fucking anytime the Boyhood Kid is on screen, I also want to grab the Nintendo Switch, so I'm not blaming you on this. So at some point, fuck me, I need to go to notes already, because this is such
clock.
Cuckoo clock
from my mom.
Oh, also I should bring it up too. The parents are really trying to force Emma Watson and Boyhood Kid to be together.
Okay.
Like at some point, Bill Paxton looks and the kid goes inside. So then she's...
Wait, Bill Paxton is her dad?
Yes.
Oh.
Bill Paxton is Emma Watson's dad, and that's why she has to have a fake American accent that kind of goes in and out whenever she's like actually trying to act. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's sometimes where she's trying to emote, sometimes where it's like I don't really know what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
But like at some point, like the Boyhood Kid goes inside the house, so the dad's like, "Hey, Emma Watson, can you go inside the house and get me a beer?" So they're really trying to like force a connection between Boyhood and Emma Watson.
Okay.
And it doesn't work because he's like a incel-y kind of guy.
Yeah, right. He's a piece of shit.
But he's also like technically correct because fuck the circle, whatever. But like he's like so anti-technology that it's annoying.
Right.
And he's like, why aren't we socializing right now? Why do we need a social network? And that might as well be a line in the movie. Apparently, the dude that wrote this movie has written better things. And by that I mean like books. He's not really made like
like by that I mean like not this type of thing.
Not like screenwriting, you know, where
That's
you have
funny.
to do it. Yeah. So what is it? Yeah, God, Tom Hanks doesn't sell everything. Okay, so all right, okay. Oh, sorry. Here's the line from Boyhood Kid. It's life is social. That's a direct quote from the movie. Yeah. So, okay, there's a senator who's trying to break up the company. The company's called True You, whatever. And, like, the True You is supposed to be like, oh, actually, it shows all your good and your bad, whatever. Fucking be real. You know the shit, whatever. And so, yeah, they start monitoring her, and, like, she's, like, not looking at the thing. She goes to an after-party event. I don't know when this happens in the movie, and there's John Boyega there, and he's, like, away from everybody else. He's kind of like the quiet, nerdy programmer. And, like, she doesn't get his name, so we don't know his name up until it matters in the movie. Okay, so John Boyega, like, you know, is like kind of like this is stupid. So I'm just gonna spoil it now. John Boyega is the guy that made the company. He's the guy that programmed the original social media network.
Oh.
But he's not in any public-facing role. He's not doing anything. And he doesn't even, like, work, actually. Like, he just knows what's going on.
Okay.
So he built it. Tom Hanks runs it. Patton Oswalt murders people to save their company, whatever.
Yeah.
That would be cooler if he actually did do murder, but he doesn't really.
I wish.
Yeah, it'd be a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, like, essentially at some point, there's another, like, keynote that's outside, and I guess is one of the events you're supposed to do or whatever, where it's like, oh, hey, I'm Patton Oswalt, and also, like, it actually should be good. Like, we don't know what our government's doing. We actually should look into, like, what our government. They're not
so they're
public.
doing like drain the swamp, deep state shit.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And so what they do is like they get like a different congressperson to be like, you know what? I'm gonna make all my emails public. And I'm going to host it through True You and The Circle, and they'll have all my information, and you guys will have access to all of it.
Wow, what a fucking terrible idea. Everyone would hate. Like, what do you mean?
But no, everyone loves it because everyone's like, yay, fucking our government is now public. Yeah. And like, it's also not even counting the security risk.
Yeah, what a deeply awful thing.
Yeah, having all your emails public. Jesus Christ.
By a corporation.
It's almost like, dude, it's so funny because I heard that apparently Doge accidentally doxed a fucking CIA black site.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, probably because they just control F'd black.
Yeah, because they're trying to fire black people. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically that is happening, right?
Okay.
And like also they like the senator that was investigating them is now getting investigated by the FBI for some reason.
Yeah.
And then like John Boyega's like in the background, like, no. Like leaning against like a lamp or some shit, like a lamp pole.
Fuck this.
And then Emma Watson's there and she's kind of like, okay, maybe not, but okay. And then they go to a party later and then John Boyega's like, hey, what'd you think of that? And then she's like, I you know. And then John Boyega's like, what did you really think of that? And then she's like, oh, that was a bit much. And then he's like, all right, follow me.
That's a dumb response to it, though.
Yeah.
It's not a good response.
Yeah.
If you haven't made up your mind about such an obvious thing, I don't know. I wouldn't trust you still.
Yeah, honestly. But like, he's like, all right, John Boyega's like, all right, follow me. And then they go underground to where like the secret data center is.
Okay.
And he just like points to the side. We don't actually see it really. There's like maybe a couple servers that you see. And he's like, points at that. And she's like, what is this? And then he points like, oh, that's the center that we have all the emails on now. And then follow me, and then they go deeper down into it, and it's like, oh, this used to be a subway, but now it's going to be, as in a subway tunnel, not the subway restaurant. And then if it was a subway, that'd be more enjoyable, because they at least would have a meal. And then they're like, so this is going to be all of Congress. This is going to be all of the U.S. government eventually.
And then he cask of Amontillado her.
Yeah. You can't know about this. Yeah, and then so she's like, "Oh, that's okay. Maybe this is bad, actually. Oh, weird."
Yeah, wow.
So to like really have like a moment to think for herself. Oh, the movie also starts with her kayaking because it's an important detail.
Right.
She's now kayaking at night. Like she breaks into the kayak place and steals a kayak at night. And she goes outside. There's like a boat and it's like making a bunch of noise and like, it's blowing its horn and like it's really choppy. The waters, it's really bad. And then she flips her kayak, almost drowns, but thankfully, quote unquote, a helicopter's there immediately the second that she flips. And the reason why, because there's a shot of like a buoy or some shit. Like there's just like circle cameras everywhere now. So everyone actually knew, like the circle actually knew what was up once she broke into the kayak.
Okay.
Yeah. Also important detail too. Like there's like a big, like there's, cause we have to do a fucking like lumen thing or whatever. They also do like biotech. So like she goes to a doctor's office and is like, here, drink this green liquid. And then Emma Watson's like, do I have to? And it's like, yeah, you should probably drink all of it. And then they like bond her like to like a wristband, like a Fitbit basically, and it's
like Disney.
Yeah, like a Disney. Yeah, you get a magic band.
Yeah.
And then what is like?
Yeah, I don't know if you haven't been to Disney yet recently. You go to Disney and then Disney takes your blood and injects it into a Fitbit. And
and then you're bonded to that for life now. Yeah.
So they have your blood DNA also connected to your credit card, so that every time you walk into a store, they charge you $1,000.
Yeah, and so Let's
see who believes that.
Yeah, probably. I do. I worked there. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
I know it took a long time getting there.
Fuck. Okay, so there's a scene of her like, and she's like, she's getting checked out by a doctor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the doctor is like, fucking drink this. She drinks it, and then we get on a camera all her bio data, and the doctor's and Emma Watson's like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, oh, because of the sensor you just ingested. Without your knowledge or consent, really, you kind of just drank a green pouch that had a sensor in it. We now have your blood rate, your cholesterol, your everything, and it's all connected to your True You account now. Because Facebook should have access to my heart rate. As if I don't give it to Google
the creator
already.
Of Green Goo, Elizabeth Holmes.
What if a single sensor can give you all the information you ever needed? Yeah, so she's
green jello.
Yeah, like not even green jello. It's like a green fucking like one of those pouches, like that you would use for like
the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid or like those like sour drinks, whatever those are. Yeah, like a children's thing. But it's with green liquid in it, whatever. So like she's kayaking Soylent. They bring up Soylent too because like I guess because Soylent at the time was growing as like the alternative meal. Like what eventually would make like Huel and all that other shit. Yeah,
no, it's not fun.
Sorry.
Now my joke isn't fun anymore.
I'm sorry to ruin it, but you reminded me of it, so I think it's an important detail to bring up. Okay, so Emma Watson, her kayak, but she gets rescued immediately. She's like, oh man, that was a miracle. And then they're like, no, it's not. We saw you break in because there was a camera there. So she gets invited by Tom Hanks and Patton Oswalt into like this their like inner sanctum like room that has like
inner circle, Josh.
Yeah, their inner circle room.
Yeah.
Sadly not shaped like a circle, should have been.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, so like okay, so they're like, okay, no, listen, you've been doing really well at your job. We have an offer for you. And they're like, then they do another keynote because we have to do another keynote in this fucking movie. I know. And it's just Emma Watson and Tom Hanks doing the fakest interview you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
And it ends up with Emma Watson being like, if there weren't cameras everywhere, I would be dead right now. Like I wouldn't have been rescued. So I'm going to basically become a 24/7 vlogger by putting a camera on my shirt so I can go, quote, fully transparent. So it's literally like from the moment she wakes up to like the moment she falls asleep. And she only gets like 3 minutes in the bathroom to herself, basically, whenever she has to use the restroom. So like your shit's better be quick. Fucking like it makes no sense, whatever.
Yeah.
And like she also like hooks up her parents to have cameras inside their house too. So they kind of also become pseudo vloggers. So whenever she calls them, they also have to fucking like they're also on camera.
This is a Sarah approved statement. Elder abuse is boring.
Yeah, it's sad actually, Sarah. It's sad. So like, and also like, yeah, and like her dad, the first time she calls, is like wearing a big red circle T-shirt. Like,
never mind, I'm back in.
So he's now just like wearing
he's got
the
a
merch.
huge fucking target on him.
Yeah, basically, it's
funny.
the circle and like the little line in the middle. Yeah, so,
dude,
like,
what a beautiful subtle metaphor.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's gonna live by the end of this.
he has a bunch of different times he has medical issues, and like, but it doesn't really matter by the end of it. You kind of forget that she has parents, basically. Like, it's like, by the end of it, it doesn't really matter anything that happened with them other than they got fucked over by her. Okay, so like she's walking around, she's going to work, and it's like, oh, here's how I do work. By the way, she's talking into the band that they bonded to her fucking skin.
But it's like, can't they see everything?
Yeah, so they can see everything. Yeah, so they're watching her do all the work, but she's doing it to be transparent, quote unquote, so everyone can see the work the Circle's doing, because it's a big fucking PR campaign to make it seem like the Circle's good. But like she's also reading the comments, and like the comments pop up on the screen, like, like it's fucking the Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'd kill myself.
Yeah, and it's like the comments are like, wow, that's so cool, or oh, that's weird, or what, like some bullshit.
No, that's not what it would be. It would be KYS every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
that's what it would actually be.
Yeah, and it's like, because this movie has to be PG-13, so you can't get the real shit.
That absolutely would be what it was. If you could get comments on your day-to-day life all the time,
people would be like, yeah, you should get yourself.
Absolutely, everyone would troll. Like mine would just be like, you're fat, KYS, you're fat, KYS, you're fat.
Yeah. Okay, so at some point she she goes on the social media, and like she takes a photo of like something the kid from Boyhood made, which is the antler chandelier. And so she takes a photo and shares it with everybody. I think this happens after what's about to happen next. So what happens next is that she goes home, she tries calling her parents, they're not showing, and she's just flipping through all the cameras in the house to try and find them. And they've mom on top pumping air to Bill Paxton's penis right before they're about to have sex.
Pumping air?
They have like a pump. Yeah, they have like I'm assuming a penis pump, because he has MS, and I guess that's how they need it for sex, I guess.
Oh,
is how it is, I'm assuming.
Guess.
So like she basically walks in on her parents, but also the entire world walks in on her parents fucking, basically.
That's crazy, because that's a plot point in Superstore.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Huh. Whoops.
What, do you think they took that from the hit movie The Circle with Tom Hanks?
Probably the movie that everyone except for like 8 people remember. Yeah,
that's Bill Paxton's last movie.
This is Bill Paxton's last movie, and this is how we treat him.
And it's about how he can't get his dick up to fuck his wife. That's disrespectful.
That's really disrespectful, yeah. But also, yeah, and like, surprisingly, we don't really see them that much the rest of the movie, and by the end of it, they're like, yeah, we took down all the cameras. We want to have privacy.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Fucking,
it's a dumb idea.
It's a dumb idea, actually.
Yeah, please respect your father's disability.
Yeah. So like she takes a photo of like she takes a photo of the computer with the photo that Mason had. That's like the antler thing. And then like soon like Mason, who's I think that's his name in the movie, but it's Boyhood Kid for life. Boyhood Kid shows up and is like, why'd you share that fucking photo? People are calling me Deer Killer now. And also, she's transparent at this time, so people are already watching this fight. But also, like, other employees that are working there get their phone out to also record, because we're making a statement of, like, mob rule, I guess,
and
also.
Like the Panopticon.
The Panopticon TM, yeah.
Well, I guess that's what this movie is supposed to be.
Yeah, the big, So...
I feel like it would be more hard-hitting if it was an actual Panopticon.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if it was just like a big ass Panopticon, and then we just had regular like social media disputes within a Panopticon.
Yeah.
Like if you want to make another Brandonverse movie, make that. I think that's the better version of this movie.
You can have that one for free, Hollywood. I'm not writing that.
I'm not fucking writing that garbage.
Garbage bullshit. Yeah.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah. So like god damn it. Fucking so like they have a big fight, and then he's now going real hard of like, this is, dude, why don't you just live in the moment, Emma Watson? You should care about, this is real world, man.
Oh yeah, we totally should.
Stop fucking doxing me.
I really want to live in the moment.
I really want to live in the fucking moment, dude.
Me, Sarah O'Heron, wants to live in the moment for sure.
Yeah, so okay, fucking all right, okay, so well, whatever. So, okay, so, like, then he leaves or whatever, and, like, she's still, like, kind of drinking the Kool-Aid of, like, oh, this is what we're doing. At some point, her friend is also like going through. She's having like complete mental breakdown because she's like supposed to be like. She's the person that gets sent to other countries to deal with the rules and regulations. Like, that's her friend.
Oh.
And apparently her friend, up until this point, was not able to get her an interview, even though she's, like, way fucking high up. Like, she's in also the Inner Sanctum meetings.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So, like, okay. So, her friend walks by her and Emma Watson's like, hey, friend, and like chases her down and then says her full legal name, and then she stops, and then they go to the bathroom because that's the only place that they can't record each other. And she's like, and the friend is like, what are you fucking doing, man? Like,
yeah, like stop doxing me.
Yeah. And it's like, can you stop recording me? Because everyone's telling me I look ugly without my makeup or whatever, you know, like, which is what would happen.
Yeah.
And Emma Watson's like, no, I'm going to this meeting later. And the friend's like, wait, you're going to that meeting? That's like, why are you going to the meeting? Like, no one's really allowed to go in there. Like, why? And so, like, and the friend's like, that's weird. And like, they like fight with each other or some shit. And then the friend like storms off. And then we go to the meeting, right? And the meeting is about, if I'm not mistaken, it is about the voting. It's about the idea that, like, oh, we have 200 million people signed up to our social network. Hey, how many people are eligible to vote inside the United States? Oh, it's like 200 million people. Why don't we just let people register to vote on our social media platform?
Okay.
And then Emma Watson's like, I think we should go further. I think you should be able to vote through our social media platform, but also you should be able to pay our taxes and also pay our parking fees. And then the Scottish friend is like, how the fuck would we do that? How the fuck would we do that?
How the fuck would we do that? Yeah.
And then the answer is just like, we're gonna do it. There's not really an explanation. And I think the thing is like, well, you know, like, we've been slow to change as a society anyway. Like, you know, like, we didn't have phones earlier or whatever, but like, we got accustomed to that. So we can get accustomed to voting through Facebook, whatever. And then the friend just storms out, and Tom Hanks is there's like, huh, that's a really good idea, Emma Watson. Good job. And like,
I can hear him too, like, huh. I guess.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. But it still doesn't work for him to be the CEO because he's just Tom Hanks. Like, he's just Tom fucking Hanks.
It's gonna come off as
like at least like Jesse Eisenberg like kind of got Mark Zuckerberg down.
That's
you know,
true. Yeah,
like fuck.
It will sound like Tom Hanks just encouraging a young woman to pursue a career.
Kind of, yeah, like, he's supposed to be the bad guy,
but he's lovable.
Yeah, but like, really, honestly, Emma Watson's kind of the bad guy because she's like enabling this also.
You're
up
such
until
a
certain
fucking
point.
misogynist. Holy, the one woman in the fucking movie.
No, the friend is actually the protagonist because she's going through fucking hell because of Emma Watson publicly showing her entire fucking life. Okay,
shit.
Okay, no, yeah. I'm not a misogynist. I just hate vloggers. Okay, so
says every misogynist. Yeah.
Okay, so
I just hate vloggers. Yeah,
big difference.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
how do you feel about Casey Neistat? Didn't you used to watch him?
Not really. No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I watched Casey Neistat.
I keep finding people that are like, yeah, I used to watch Casey Neistat back when he was good. And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't even know.
I bet
he
he
got
wasn't
popular
good
for a reason. I wasn't there for it.
I was too old, I think. He was like a newer YouTuber that I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I just remembered Light Melon on Fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit with baseball bat. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so the friend storms out and Emma Watson's like, let's just have the whole government go through our thing. Oh, and the reason why they're like, oh, the government, like, we can actually be real efficient about it because the government doesn't have the resources to make their own online social media network government app.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
like,
Jen. They're spending it too much on tanks.
Yeah, exactly.
To kill children.
We gotta let them keep having that. Also, like, you can't have, like, if we're talking logically here, you can't have people vote online.
No.
Voting online has way too many points of, like, actual, like, you could actually rig an election if you did it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why they're trying to get rid of mail-in ballots so that it's all digital. When mail-in ballots are, like, some of the most secure shit ever.
For sure, yeah. And voting in person with, like, an actual paper pen, yeah. But yeah, no. So the friend like then storms off because Emma Watson's like, we have the infrastructure. Let's do it. Whatever. And I think eventually, let me make sure nothing else happens. I'm really rushing through this because I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tom Hanks is also on the poster of this movie, and he's like second build. He's only in like half the movie, technically.
Damn.
Like he's really not in the movie that much. It's really just Emma Watson.
Do they ever go back to the idea that John Boyega is the one that made the circle?
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
That I feel like is a bigger plot point. I don't think it's that stupid. I think they could have made like a bigger, because you know him being a black man and all these white people taking credit for his work. I feel like that's a more interesting idea. Yeah. So so what happens eventually is that they do another keynote where it's Emma Watson is the one actually speaking, and like they're introducing a new thing called like Soul Search is what it's called. That's what the name of it is. Oh, Tinder. Because
they're talking about like, okay, so all the people that are signed up to our social networking platform, we know where they are 24/7, right? But what about the people that aren't on our social media platform? How can we find them? Answer Soul Search, and we're going to use it to find fugitives. Here's a lady that killed her 3 kids. She's been on the run for 5 years. Let's see if we can find her in 20 minutes. And then they're like, all right, here she is. And then like basically just the general public is like looking for this woman, and they find her working in like the UK. And then eventually like she tries running away, but then there's like people with their phones just running like, got you. Yeah. And like Patton Oswalt also has to be like, tell them not to hurt her. And then I'm also like, okay, don't hurt her, guys, even though we told you to go find this person. Okay, so yeah, no, and then like the police do like arrest her, and then Emma Watson's like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay, no one died on our keynote. Yeah. So then they're like, yeah, isn't this crazy? So then they're like, Patton Oswalt's like, hey, how about we find a civilian? Like, not a fugitive, just like a random person. And then Emma Watson's like, all right, let's find a random person. Anyone have any ideas? And then they named the Boyhood Kid because she made him famous, invert by fucking association. And also everyone's like, what is it? And Emma Watson's really like, no, we're not doing that. That's crazy. Because now it matters to her, now that it affects someone she knows. So, and she's like, no, we're not doing it. And then Tom Hanks comes out, is like, let's find him. You know, this could be used.
I kind of like that. I kind of
let's find him. That. It's like Tom Hanks is like, lost friends. You know, like you guys should be like, let's see if we can reunite these 2 friends.
That's
and so then
kind of fucked up in a way that I like.
It is yeah. Like
I will say it in a big crowd of people being like, no, let's not do that. And then someone being like, why
not? Yeah.
Let's fucking go. No, especially if it's the fucking guy that played what's his face? Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, you know.
That's awesome.
Let's do this bad thing. Yeah.
That is actually kind of baller.
It is kind of, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The idea itself is good. Yeah. So then they're like, so Emma Watson's basically forced to be like, all right, let's find him. Like there's no more pushback once Tom Hanks comes out. And they find him, not only they find him quicker, but like they find his house because they find his truck. And they're like, oh, there he is.
So they're just like, let's dox this guy.
Yes, yeah. Okay. So they're like, let's dox this guy. And then like there are people with their phones that are still doing it. Like they're knocking on the door like, Boyhood Kid, you're here. Where are you? Come on out. And then the Boyhood Kid like fucking runs out of the house in a different door and gets in the truck. But then they put those little camera balls on the like window of the fucking truck that he's driving.
This is what the entire movie should be.
This is what it should have been.
Yeah.
This is only like 5 minutes of a 100-minute long movie.
That's what it should have been.
It should have been this. Yeah, it should have been more of this.
Like brutality, like essentially a zombie movie, but about the panopticon and social media.
Yeah.
I mean, even social media, I don't know. Just the panopticon.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah. So, fuck me, man.
Social media, it's like people just want to look at cat videos, man. Let's not get all boomery about our phones. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It's
honestly,
like, okay, I get it. You're not an Android. You weren't born with a fucking phone in your hand. I get it. The kids are now. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, genie's out of the bottle on that one. Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel like how other people felt about Don't Look Up.
Oh yeah,
I liked Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up either. Yeah,
I did
as well.
But people really were like, whatever, this is trite because I don't know, Leonardo DiCaprio has a boat, so this entire movie, I guess, is a wash for me. the smartest human being alive. But no, this is so far that's how I feel. Except for if it's like it should have been like a horror movie.
Yeah, it should have been more of a horror movie, but it's more of like a boring drama.
Yeah.
That's not really a thriller because like it's like so laid out in front of you and there's no like real mystery. You just know it's bad. Yeah, it's like whatever.
It should have just been like, what? Let's try to find this guy.
Yeah. I will say, I need to bring this up now because it's important, like 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, Emma Watson finds out that John Boyega is the guy that made the company at the same time that like he shows the servers downstairs or whatever. Okay, cool. So she knows that he's the founder of the company. Okay. But like, also like Tom Hanks like also like questioned her before giving her all this shit where it's like, are you hiding any secrets from me? Are you hiding any secrets?
Doesn't Tom Hanks know? Probably.
Well, I think at this point she went down into the server room. So like they're asking about the secret of like, did you actually go? Did you go hide there?
Do you know that there's
Yeah. So okay, so Boyhood Kid's driving away and like they're running. Not only are there like people getting on motorcycles to follow him, there's like 2 or 3 just drones.
That's
just like
fucking
the drones.
epic, bro.
This is like the best part of the movie.
That's fucking crazy.
And it gets even better. Okay, so like then they're driving together and like Emma Watson's like, hey, can you give me an audio feed into the car? Can I talk to him? And then it's like, hey, Boyhood Kid, can you like calm down, pull over? Let's talk about this. So he's in
like a high-speed chase for no reason.
For no reason other than like they needed to show that we can find anyone that's not on the system. Yeah.
Wow.
And what happens is Boyhood Kid drives onto a bridge. At the same time, one of the drones is just going straight for Boyhood Kid's car, like windshield level. So he swerves hard to the left and we get the scene, like we get the little bit of like him crashing through the barrier and like the glass starting to come through and it just cuts to black. Like you don't see the rest of it.
I love that.
Boyhood Kid is dead now.
Oh my God, this is a good movie now. What the fuck? This could have been a really good movie. This could have been good.
Yeah, like maybe these last like 20 minutes maybe make up for it, but like everything beforehand is like the most boring.
This is so boring.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But also the movie kind of ruins itself right at the last second, but whatever. Okay, so like 3 days pass apparently.
Yeah.
3 days later, it's not on a title card. It should have been. This movie can go lower than it already is. Like she's like real sad and depressed, living back with her parents now, and like she's not like live streaming anymore because kind of killed a guy. So
right, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so like
probably me too. I think. Yeah. I don't think I'd live stream Stardew Valley anymore if someone died
from me playing Stardew.
Of me. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So like she FaceTimes her Scottish friend or whatever, and the Scottish friend's like,
stop talking to me.
No, she's like, I quit my job. This shit sucks. I'm back home now. If you want to come by, you can, whatever. And like they just have like a nice conversation, but it doesn't matter. Like, and also the Scottish friend, like right at the end's like, oh, I'm sorry about Boyhood Kid, by the way. Like right at the fucking end.
Okay.
So it's like a footnote in their conversation of these. This movie's really about these two friends reconnecting, even though they really didn't have a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Whatever. So then like Emma Watson, like the next morning or whatever, is like telling the parents like, all right, I'm going back to the circle. And the parents are like, can you like grieve a little bit? Can you grieve? Like,
yeah, can you
like, it's not time yet.
You
and
should
then
go to a therapist or something.
Yeah. And then Emma Watson's like, no, I need to go. Cause so Emma Watson returns and then she's walking like down hallways with like Tom Hanks and Patton Oswalt and they're like, ah, man, that was really sad, wasn't it? You know? And Emma Watson's like, we should get a fund for him. And Tom Hanks is like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't fucking care.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So, and then basically they're like, okay, so like, listen, like, well, we can give you a new position. It's really like, you know, it's whatever you want to do. Basically, you have all the time in the world. We offered the same thing to John Boyega, and he kind of just does that now. So like, John Boyega got paid out basically by the company for something or another. Right. So now they're paying her out to not do anything at the company.
Yeah.
And then Emma Watson's like, I'll think about it. And then like she leaves, and then like Patton Oswalt and Tom Hanks like just are on like these stairs, and they just like look at each other like, and then the Patton Oswalt's like, okay, so like just a little bit weirded out. Okay, so eventually, Tom Hanks is doing another keynote. But it's about Boyhood Kid. Okay, so the keynote is basically in the background.
That wasn't the cool part of the keynote from last time. Okay.
So, Tom
the
Hanks
murder was.
Yeah, the murder. So like behind Tom Hanks is like a 3D recreation of the crash that happened. But instead of the crash actually happening, or it shows the crash like maybe one time, and then it's like Tom Hanks like, well, if the car was connected to the internet, maybe this tragedy wouldn't have happened. As if they didn't push this fucking tragedy to happen. So like they also have the 3D model like have a bit of like the red like radar bleeps come out from like the engine of the car as it stops right before going against the truck. And then Emma Watson just like shows up to the keynote. I don't think she was supposed to, but she just kind of like joins the stage.
Oh,
I don't remember exactly.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh, like let's give it up for Tom Hanks and also Patton Oswalt. Come out from the sidelines. Come out on the stage. Let's all get together. And she's like, I really enjoy being transparent about my life. But I think we should also do it for our tech leaders who are hypocritical. So using John Boyega's epic hacking skills, they. Also, right beforehand, she meets up with John Boyega, and like John Boyega's like they're in the underground data center, and John Boyega's like, dude, the shit I found was fucking crazy, dude. You don't even know. We don't even know what it is,
right? Because it's just like a big reveal, or something. Like it has to top getting a man to kill himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently. So like John Boyega's like, I don't know, like what are we gonna do with all this information? And Emma Watson's like, I got an idea. So then she's at the keynote with Patton Oswalt, and like she's like, well, the hypocrisy of our tech leaders, they don't go transparent, so I'm calling on them to go be transparent also. And we can start by showing all of the company emails that you guys have ever made, including all the secret emails you guys have between just you two.
Right.
That like apparently they make very good point to say like the wives and secretaries and assistants don't know about. And this is when Tom Hanks like holding a mug like goes like behind Patton Oswalt's ear.
It's like we're fucked.
We're fucked. Yeah, we're so fucked. And then
that sounds funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny, but it's like this is the end of the movie. So like, and then Emma Watson's like, but we shouldn't get rid of all tech. We can rebuild. We can do it. We can do this, but better. And then like she like goes into the crowd because at some point like whoever's running the keynote turns all the like shuts it down and like turns all the lights off. Like, and she says like, no longer should we be in darkness. And the stage goes dark, and then like all the people that used to be fanatics for this fucking company, they like just take their phones out so the screens can light her up. And then Emma Watson's like, we can rebuild, we'll make a better company and it'll be great and awesome, as she like walks outside into the light or whatever. And the last scene of this movie is her kayaking.
No, wait, what happened? What happened? What were the emails about? They don't say?
They don't really say. They're just like, here's all the secret emails. Yeah. They don't really, I guess it's like maybe they're cheating on their wives. I don't know. They don't really go into it other than like they're doxxed, I guess.
I couldn't give a fuck about kayaking. Who gives a shit about kayaking?
Emma Watson, because she's kayaking. She's kayaking, and then she's also being followed by like two different drones, and like it ends with her smiling, like fucking it's 1984, fucking I learned to love Big Brother. Like it's so weird. Like it's like she's
that sucks ass.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying it like really loses the goodwill of killing off Boyhood.
Did literally not the goodwill of killing off
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone now. I don't know what to fucking tell you guys.
What the fuck, man? What the hell, dude? Listen, you might be like, Sarah, you're cosplaying the regular Severance viewer of the person that just wants action all the time and doesn't, want to think about movies critically.
Well, this movie's not even critical about the technology it's making critical analysis of.
It's all shit I've heard before. I agree with it. I agree with the movie. But you shouldn't do this. But it's also like, how many times have I heard about? I will say when this movie came out, probably very perceptive.
Yeah, like maybe for the time it got it right. Like looking back on it, like hindsight might be 20/20, but it's like still the way that the movie like
it's like almost too accurate to be interesting.
Kind of, yeah. It's like boring because of how accurate it is, yeah.
Weirdly, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like none of the decisions Emma Watson kind of make
don't really make sense.
Other than the fact she's getting manipulated by Tom Hanks, but also like she's been told at that point by John Boyega, like, shit's weird here. And like she's still like, I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude.
And you're right that they bring up the John Boyega thing, but they don't really make a statement on it. They just kind of like,
other than like, you know, because I guess John Boyega, he has like a little part, like when he reveals that it is like what he's like, that he's the guy. He's like, yeah, you know, I quit because the company was going in the wrong direction, and it's like, so why didn't you try to
why didn't you do anything?
Stay? Yeah, you could have fucking done something about it. You built it, unless you got fucked over.
Right.
Unless you're supposed to be the guy that Mark Zuckerberg fucked over.
Right.
Or the guy that Steve Jobs fucked over. Or
yeah, and it's like I get that.
Yeah.
I want to know more. That's why The Social Network was like a whole movie.
Yeah.
That was the plot of a really good movie.
Yeah.
So why would you give it a second thought in a worse movie?
Yeah, like it's really like that's the reason why this movie's really not good, is because it doesn't focus.
Plus, like it panopticon stuff, like I can there's a lot of other ones, like there's a Black Mirror episode about it, about a lady that doesn't know what she did wrong, and it finds spoiler alert for this one episode of Black Mirror, it's the teddy bear one.
Oh yeah.
It ends up being like people are like, we want to kill you, but we want you to know why first.
There's also the Black Mirror episode that's the Bryce Dallas Howard one, where it's the Meow Meow Beans episode.
Yeah,
and there's also the Community Meow Meow Beans episode.
Right. Exactly, and it's about manipulating people's perceptions. But those aren't really panopticon. Well, they kind of are, but they're not really.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, the Black Mirror episode is better than this, ironically, which is not often I'll praise Black Mirror, because they're not always great, but sometimes they are. Where this one, it's more like, it's, you know, kind of like vigilante justice, kind of.
Yeah.
Because she did something so terrible that everyone's like, you need to die.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what did I do? I don't remember it. And it turns out she was a pedophile, I think.
Or like she murdered a kid or something.
She murdered, or she did something, or she like
kids. I think, like specifically, I don't remember.
Yeah, she did. She abused a kid and killed a kid or something. So she did something really bad and despicable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's forced to relive like
the realization of what she did.
Yeah.
Through innocence.
For TV, for like a show, basically.
For a show, and then she's like publicly executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's like that. I think it brings up a better conversation about restorative justice and panopticons and things like that.
Yeah, and I think like I guess the reason why I bring up the like social score or whatever, like because I think the movie tries to do a lot with very little.
Yeah,
and it feels like a kitchen sink of like just a mishmash of all these different.
But isn't that contradictory? Like those two statements, like doing a lot with very little, but also a kitchen sink. Because it sounds like they have a lot and they do nothing.
Yeah, that's maybe that is. Yeah, they have a lot of ideas that they don't really expound upon.
Yeah, they could do a lot. Yeah, because like I don't want to seem like the only time I was interested was when a guy got murdered, but like it's the only
that's the only interesting thing that happens in the movie.
It's the only new idea that the movie puts forward, which is the actual physical brutality of. From what you've said, I wonder if I watched because. The thing that
there's things that get lost in translation, yeah, but like
because I haven't seen it, so it could be that there's a lot of language being portrayed through the like cinematography and the set design. But I've seen the trailer of the movie. I don't think
I will say it's a really like it's not a. It's kind of cinematography wise and color grading wise. Weirdly enough, it feels like a toned down sitcom.
Yeah,
it's very bright, like because they're always in like the fucking like these open office spaces or whatever with like wide windows. So because it gives like a weird like idealistic way of like, oh, this is what a company should actually be, but also it's like making fun of these ideas. Like it doesn't look like I feel like if you're gonna like try to make a statement on off. Because the reason why, that's actually a good point. Yeah. So in the beginning when she's working her boring job, it's like a really like, it's like fucking brown, dingy. Yeah. It's really garbage, you know, and like you can tell in the cinematography it's garbage also. Like it's just like, ugh. And then she gets the call and she's like so excited. And then it's like, you know, high saturation when they're outside, like fucking. Right. and like
a little too much.
And even then, like,
and I just say that as someone that does photo editing, like you can tell.
Yeah,
when someone's trying to push that,
and like there's like I would say I feel like it's a boringly shot movie, only from the fact that I can't remember anything that really like stood out to me.
Yeah,
it is a lot of like just like, you know, maybe like handheld, like people talking to each other or like on a tripod talking to each other.
Yeah, I feel that.
And like they also do like these things where it's like they have it like through the phone, quote unquote. So like, for example, when the guy's getting chased, like you see it through the camera and like it has all the
cam.
well, not even shaky cam, shaky cam also, but like it has the like the circle iconography around or whatever.
Right.
And it's like even then it's like, okay, so you're making, okay, so it's like supposed to be like a phone video take on your camera, whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's like,
but I find some weirdly, since it's kind of like a lack of nuance about these things, it's like if you're painting with a broad brush, a lot of times when people are videotaping people, and it's also funny because this is what, 2014, 2017? That's actually crazy because 3 years later we get George Floyd, which wouldn't have happened if someone didn't videotape the cop killing George Floyd. So it's like, the first thing I think about personally when I think about people saying like, well, we shouldn't videotape people on our phones, is I think about like, we should be videotaping the cops.
Yeah.
Because even then with the body cam inventions, they always turn that shit off.
And I get that too. I think you're right about like, yeah, I think cops should be, but also like, and the movie does try to make the point of like, you do deserve your privacy. You shouldn't just, you have everything shared with everybody.
Right.
But
it's
also,
actually bad.
Yeah.
But also,
it's also good when you do it for CEOs, I guess. But I mean, I guess that makes sense. But like, it's still kind of like, but also at the end of the movie, she's still like transparent, I think. Like she still has like drones following her around.
Right. So it's actually not. So, like, is the movie saying we shouldn't do that? Like, it doesn't make enough of a point, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I just don't get it.
Because it seems like, it seems like they really make a point of, like, actually, it's bad the Congress people have all their shit taken out and be public. But, like, also, it doesn't really, like, dig at it more than John Boyega being like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's there are other arguments to get to this point that, you know, it's not like a math proof. Or, well, it is kind of like a math proof. Yeah. You need to show the correct logic to get to the answer. It's not just like you got the, you know, you said 25 and now you get all your points.
Yeah, you have to actually show proof. Yeah.
How you got to 25 is the right way of doing it, because otherwise you'll get no points. It's like you need to do it in a way where it's like, oh no, if you are a government official, you're working for the people. So you're working for other people. So we should know what you're doing to a reasonable extent. And then maybe if you want to ask if I think a movie doesn't have to have a take on shit most of the time. I think most movies that are deeper usually just ask questions of the audience.
Yeah, but
rather than leaning completely in one place, and that's kind of how I feel about this one. Is it's very like trying to say something, but it's also kind of failing at saying it.
Yeah, I forget too. Like and I think it's maybe this is also part of the reason why I think it's like it is a really broad brush, because also John Boyega, I now remember, is very explicitly like, do you think it's just a coincidence that the congressperson that was against the company got an investigation on him after the fact? Like, you know, and it's like, but that never really gets brought up ever again.
Right. They should follow that.
They should follow it. So, like, you're not even getting to the question part of it. You're just, like, saying something happens.
You're saying the answer. Yeah. Which is not good storytelling, actually. Or world building, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like, I get it, but, like, do it fucking better.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really bad that that's my critique of this movie, is, like, just, can you give a shit, actually?
Yeah, can you do it better?
Yeah, and it's like, I know it's not
feels like maybe style over substance is what it seems like. Because I do remember it looking really good in the trailer, but also looking like a specific type of good that is bad, actually. I don't know how to describe that era of movies where it was so cinematic that it was actually probably there's nothing in there.
You know, yeah, at least with like was it Limitless? Like they at least like changed the color grading between ADHD not having ADHD.
At least Bradley Cooper's eyes looked really blue.
Yeah.
You could just look into Bradley Cooper's eyes
and know what's
and get lost in them or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. But you do you, I guess. But fucking.
No, I'm joking.
No, I just I don't know, man.
Yeah. I do, but I do think Tom Hanks could be a fun bad guy.
I think he could be too. It's just like he didn't really fit this.
Yeah, he could be a fun. I get it. Like I get what they're trying to do. I think he could be a bad guy that's nice, like a nice, like what they did with Bo Burnham in Promising Young Woman.
Yeah. But they don't do that here. Yeah, he's literally just like the only times you see him is when Emma Watson's with him, and that's when he's being the fake nice.
Yeah.
The only time that he's like a little like, ooh, what's going on is like when Emma Watson leaves and like it's just him and Patton Oswalt looking at each other like, we did that. You know, it's like, you don't really, or at the end of the movie where he's like, we're so fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't really get that. We didn't get there though.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, it's like, it's unearned.
Yeah, it's really unearned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't recommend it, and I get why only 8 people give a shit enough to keep this movie
on the Pirate
torrenting.
Bay.
Yeah.
Well,
on the Schmeirit Schmay. Yeah.
On the Schmeirit Schmay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I'm glad Josh Mansplains is coming back. It actually was really good. I'm sorry that I played. I think that was. I honestly, you having a little fire under your ass, I thought was really funny and good. I'm not gonna do it every time.
Okay,
but
right.
I just knew this one was boring, and I was already tired when we started.
No, that's fair. I get it. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you over there, Switch girly. But yeah, I'm happy that we're done explaining that.
Yeah.
Ads.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Money.
Woo!
Welcome to the ad break. Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I know I sure am.
If you were enjoying it, then good. Perfect. If you want to support the podcast for free, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the gosh darn bell, and rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. We apparently have over 1,000 reviews on Apple in total, and it's like 4.5, 4.7, some shit like that. It's great.
Really?
We very much appreciate that. Yeah.
Get that shit up. What the fuck?
Bring it up to 5, everybody.
We used to be at 4.8. What the hell, guys?
Do it.
What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
If you want to support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to start off with this week with buymeacoffee.com. If you want to send us a tip and something to say on the podcast, we'll read it. $3 a coffee. You can get as many coffees as you like. And we appreciate it because we can get Dunkin'.
Get food.
I can get food and pay bills.
Yeah.
Domino bought a coffee. Thank you very much.
Hi, Domino.
Howdy.
Hey.
I've been listening to it, y'all, for a little over a year, I think. My favorite podcast by far.
Oh, hell yeah.
Y'all are the main thing getting me through college since I have to walk 30 minutes to and from class and work every day.
Sweet.
Also not sure if this is allowed, but I'm trying to get top surgery this year. As such, I started a GoFundMe. If y'all could plug it if y'all could plug it, that would be super cool, but I get it if not. Hope this year treats y'all so good. Moi, bye, y'all are so cool, are cool as hell. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you. I do
you.
have the link for the GoFundMe. I will put it down in the description of this episode.
Yeah.
I think that's more than fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, it'll be down in the description. Thank you very much for the coffee.
Yeah, thank you.
And hopefully people will be able to help out with your top surgery.
Yeah, I really hope so, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much for that coffee. buymecoffee.com/APWSTR. Once again, also link down in the description. If you want to support us on a monthly or yearly basis, patreon.com, APWSTR on that website as well. You get access to early releases when we're able to do it, ad-free releases. So if you're listening on like Spotify or YouTube and you get ads, no ads. Also not this part of the podcast as well. So you're quicker to the Reddit stories.
Yeah.
And also you get access to our Patreon Discord where we also host a book club. And this month we're reading Morts.
Yeah, by Terry Pratchett. It's really good.
So yeah.
It's really fucking funny, man.
It's good. I'm really happy we're reading it, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, what else do we do? Also, we have thrown there. We have APWSTR for our wish list. We also have cameos. I'm a guy named JC. Sarah is...
that's Soheron, THATSOHEERON.
Hell yeah. And Sarah, we also have other mutual aid links down in the description. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, of course. We got Palestine, of course. Congo, Sudan as well. Lebanon. We also have LA wildfires, natural disasters like the hurricanes. We also have red cards, which are printable cards that our cats are trying to get in. Sorry.
Finish up.
Okay. They're printable cards that translate your rights when interacting with ICE. that's immigration enforcement that come to your door, and they just let you know what rights you have and how to interact with ICE in a way that protects those rights, because ICE often
does not care about your rights.
So yeah, if you have a loved one that English is not their first language, these are great and handy to have around. They translate English to different languages, and they have all different types. I don't think they have all languages, but you can definitely give it a gander and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much everything for, we also have merch if you want to help support PCRF. I have my shirt right here. It says "We are so back" on the back of
the shirt. That's good.
Hell
From Midgellyfish on Tumblr and Instagram.
Yeah. I just dropped a bunch of shit. Enjoy the rest of the episode. I think that's pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
But yeah, thank you all. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. It's fucking Reddit time, dude.
It's Reddit time, baby.
Bread, butter time.
Bread, butter time.
Bread time. Sorry, I switched it up on you.
What the fuck?
All right. Okay. I'm ready, though. I'm ready for this shit.
Okay. I'll start with a D&D one because it's D&D day.
Yeah, it's D&D. Yeah, that's fair.
My DM just told me to create a new character. No, she hasn't died yet.
Okay. I don't know why that's so funny. This like the
I think
before you ask, no, not dead.
Well, sometimes it's a common thing in other tables. I don't do this because I think it's crazy. But sometimes a DM takes their job quite seriously and it is like, my job is to kill you.
Oh, okay.
And so then once you die, for sure, they're like, okay, now you create a new character.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, this person's playing their character, and then the DM was like, make a new one.
Wow. All right.
Make a new one.
Okay, that's wild. Okay.
Yeah. So For context, I'm a relatively new player into the D&D scene, but hyperfixation has gotten me pretty deep into the ins and outs of the game.
This is a really good one of your first experiences.
Real good.
Real good.
Often I play at the game shop in my city, parentheses, one-shots. So for people not D&D inclined, that's campaigns that can be finished in one session.
Yes.
Yeah. But recently, the opportunity to play an actual campaign appeared, so I jumped right in. We were mostly strangers with each other, except for one guy whose achievement was being the Nick Fury of these Avengers. And as we passed each other's vibe check in session 0, we went ahead and had our first session a few weeks ago. The conflict rised when yesterday our DM sent to our group chat that as we crossed the portal, last moment of the previous session, my character did not appear with the rest of the group and then told me to bring a new character.
What? Why? Why couldn't the character go through the portal? That's stupid. That's a dumb excuse to be like, your character's gone, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You forgot to specify that
you went through
you
the
also
portal?
left the portal? Yeah.
Yeah, the portal. At first I thought, oh, well, that's fun. The Wild Beyond Witchlight is full of surprises. Wild Beyond Witchlight is what they were playing.
Okay.
So like their
campaign, yeah.
Yeah. And so did my group. They were already crafting theories of all sorts. But as I sent a message to my DM, this apparently was not a temporary character thing. Turns out I got hit by a truck/rule that was never actually disclosed during our session 0. A few days ago, I brought my character in one of those one-shot games I frequent. The majority of the players and the DM are a part of that community. And that day, my DM was at another table as a player. To quote him so I can't twist the truth, yes, I'm being serious. I know how excited you are to play with character name. We are all excited to play, so I don't think it's fair that everyone else has to wait to play with their characters. I know she is your character and you can do whatever you want with her, but since you decided to take her somewhere else, she won't be able to continue the journey.
Why?
He's saying it's not canon because she's doing another one-shot at the same time as this campaign.
But who fucking cares?
She's not fucking real.
Yeah, this is this isn't fucking Severance. You don't get to do this.
Exist.
Yeah, this is you're not running a fucking
in the physical realm.
Yeah, Jesus. You're not a showrunner, dude. You're a fucking DM. Stick in your goddamn place.
My continuity. To be honest, I played with that character at the game shop because I know that as a new player, I'm terrible at roleplay, and I wanted to practice. Now, I don't even feel like going to our session tomorrow. I feel deeply disrespected as a player, And what's the point if I can't get to play the character I dedicated so much time into fabricating?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me overthinking and me being alone with my thoughts, but did my character just die in the least honorable way possible? No combat, by the will of the DM and outside of the table? A part of me wishes that this is a quote-unquote part of the campaign thing. If someone has had experience with Wilds Beyond Witchlight, please let me know. I don't want to sit and play at a table where the DM teases me that my character might return one day. I find hope to be a fragile and hurtful feeling.
Oh my God.
Also, the way my DM sent this to the group chat, it ultimately resembles putting a gun to my head and making me say yes, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But from a DM's perspective, was what I did also wrong? And I don't know, felt like cheating? No. The way that you cheat at D&D is lie about the numbers on your dice.
Yeah, that's the only way you can really cheat it. Yeah.
Or break the combat rules or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just shitty, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really bad... I feel like, as a, like someone who I've never really DM'd, I think it would be crazy to just kill off a character, basically, from a campaign.
It's really up. Like, that's one of the few things that's really up to the players in 5e. Like, everything else is DM decided by the DM. I don't understand DMs that take it upon themselves to be like, your character does this.
Yeah.
Because everything else is on you to, like, remember their abilities, remember their fucking, the fucking enemy's abilities, remember the fucking plot line to the shit.
Yeah.
What's going to happen here? Oh, don't fuck up this, or don't fuck up that, or Joe, remember this over here, blah, blah, blah. Why would you put it upon yourself to be an asshole?
Yeah, also because now you're going to have to memorize a whole new character sheet for no reason.
Yeah.
With new abilities and shit. If this person, God forbid, actually went through with like this, like,
yeah,
that doesn't help you.
No.
The DM, it really,
like, I'll side more with DMs that are like, no, I'm not memorizing your character sheet. You need to do it.
I think that's relatively fair.
Because there's a lot of shit they gotta know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not gonna know exactly what spells you have on your shit. Like, there are some DMs that do that. Because everybody in our group was quite new when we started, I've just kind of been keeping tabs, and it's been easier because I started doing that. But, like, most of the time, every time you guys cast something, I'll go and reread it anyway until I know exactly what it is in the context of what we're doing. And I mean, it's so dumb. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? There has to be some reason that he doesn't like her character.
Yeah.
Or it's just sometimes DMs, because they're in a weird position of power,
they'll
not really.
Yeah, like,
they'll bully people
for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why I find these so interesting and why I keep bringing them up, is because, and I've said this so many times, but the game is pretend. I don't know what happens at a D&D table that causes such weird conflicts you never see in any other group.
Yeah, this is just the adult version of being on the playground by the sandbox and just being like,
no, you can't
actually,
play.
this is not. Yeah, this is
playing mermaids in a fucking swimming pool, then being like, no, you're not allowed. You're a frog. You're a frog. I'm a mermaid. You're a frog. But it's like 50-year-old finance
bros,
like, yeah. It's just like 50-year-old IT tech.
They were rug pulled one too many times.
It's like, you know what? Fuck you. I had to help a boomer fucking remember their password 70 times today.
Geek Squad
fuck you.
Sucks, actually.
Your character's dead.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
It's fucked up, the power trip sometimes, man.
I don't even, like, a lot of times players won't even take the same character from campaign to campaign.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I feel like if you're working your ass off to make a character that's like fucking good at shit.
Do you like your character?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes I make characters that come out of my ass, but like, there are very few that I love a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. I think there's like 2 that I really, really love. And one that like I really haven't done justice with that I want to try again, but it's not because I love her. It's because I didn't really flesh her out.
Oh, fair, yeah. I don't know. That's just like, yeah, there's something very, I don't know, because it is just pretend. You're right. Like, it's really the long and short of it. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
Listen. I can understand hating players for specific reasons. You gotta have a reason, I think, or like.
I think if you have a reason to hate a player, why are you playing a game with them?
That's fair. You know what? That's actually
what
right.
I think. Like, what are you doing? Why haven't you spoken up yet and said, "Hey, I don't like you. Let's hash this out for the game, or get out of my house."
Yeah, actually, it's not players. You're right. You can hate actions that a player takes, but on the a character takes, but you can also don't act surprised if you decide to pull some shit like this, and the person that the character was played by.
Yeah, talk shit, get hit. Yeah. In the context of the game, don't fight someone at their house.
Yeah,
you know,
they know where their guns are. Yeah, like you can't. You're outnumbered.
How nerdy is this?
Okay,
Severance D&D.
Ooh,
like your innie is your character.
Interesting.
And your outie is like role playing your outie. You know what I mean?
I wonder.
Like your outie is you.
I wonder.
But your innie is your character.
You know, I'm thinking about it. First thing is like, okay, metagaming is going to be a big problem if you're supposed to have two separate versions of yourself.
What if it is like it's Dungeons and Dragons, but you're playing an outie that is playing Dungeons and Dragons on the severed floor.
All right, wait, hold on. Sorry, let's get the whiteboard out. I haven't used this since inception, so I'm real happy we get to use it now. Hold on.
I think that could be fun. I don't know.
That could be fun, I think.
I feel like they're going to make a board game. I think that could be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, kids. Love Severance?
Yeah.
Here's Severance the board game.
It completely takes away the concept. I think that would be awesome. Someone should make that. Someone should make a tabletop RPG of Severance.
Pitch a 10 and see what happens with both
Maybe
versions.
I'll pitch a 10.
Oh. I solved it.
All right, okay.
Does pitch a 10 count as spoilers? I don't, These are questions we need to ask ourselves.
I don't know, because how many times does that happen? A lot.
A lot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So funny. Okay.
Like if people are starting it now, they're going to see the beginning where it's like, Mark is good at camping. And then they're like, wait, is he going to go camping this season? And then no.
Whoa.
He fucking doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
God. Okay. All right. This one's a long one because it's 2 different posts, but one's an update post.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So little long one. I really hope also that I actually have 6 stories, technically, quote unquote, as in these 2 are the one story, or technically so. I think I have 5 stories.
I believe you.
Thank you. As someone believes in me.
Yeah.
Okay. Original post. Am I the asshole for reporting my coworker for cheating in the company walking competition? I got skin in the game as a walker, TM. We got.
Did she run?
That were simple. Yeah, like that.
I'm legitimately trying to think of.
We could just
my original joke was like, did she like lie down first thing? Or, I don't know what you mean. And then, like, I'm like, maybe she ran or she must have hopped a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think when it's walking, I do think it's just like a steps competition, basically, is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, so that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I'm a little rusty on the story. Okay. At our last company meeting, they announced there would be a step competition.
Okay.
Participation was voluntary. If the average number of steps is greater than or equal to a 5K per day, all participants get a Friday half day.
Ooh.
The person with the most steps overall wins an Apple Watch. We would log our steps during workdays only for 20 days.
Okay.
I've been in a funk lately and was glad for an excuse to get back into my fitness routine. I love running and asked if steps from running could be counted. Matt, who volunteered to manage the competition, said it did.
Oh, great.
Makes sense with steps, yeah.
Yeah.
My goal was 20,000 steps a day, thinking this would easily put me in the lead. But on day 1, this guy, Dave, posted 23,000. I sent him a message on Teams saying something along the lines of, "It's on."
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
The next day, I put out 24,000. He answers back with 25,000. Wow. Another coworker, Jenna, also joined in. The 3 of us started having daily chats about our workouts. Yeah.
So David's just putting in numbers. He's just one-upping him.
I guess like if you have a Yeah. Whoa, damn.
No, sorry,
yeah.
I just said words. What do you want from me? Okay, Jesus.
Sorry, fuck, I'm reading here. Okay, by week 2, it's looking certain one of us will win, and the whole group is absolutely getting a half day off work. Then I checked the log, and out of nowhere, Tiffany, who had been posting 10 to 15,000 per day, posts 65,000 steps. So, okay, real quick as I walk.
Yeah.
10,000 steps, if you're walking, takes about 90 minutes. So 90 times 6 is what? 450 minutes? Yeah, you didn't fucking do that.
I walked the earth 8 times.
And if you're running, 225 minutes. Still, you're not running that fucking long. I'm sorry.
You could. People run a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
It just doesn't, yeah.
For perspective, a marathon I ran resulted in 52,000. So I'm skeptical, but also, maybe Tiffany ran a casual ultra marathon on a workday? Who knows?
Yeah.
We're just asking questions here.
We're just asking questions.
I sent her a Teams message. That's a lot of steps. What's your secret? She says she plays volleyball and wanted to count the steps from her games, but can't safely keep her phone or watch on her to keep the count. To solve this problem, Matt looked up a chart online that gives a step equivalent for other activities. Example, volleyball, 89 steps per minute, tennis, 133 steps per minute, etc. Fair enough, but the math still ain't mathin', so I said, wow, you must have played for like 8 hours. Her reply, well, I also rode my bike.
But that's not steps,
That's not steps. Turns out she didn't just use the chart for volleyball, she used it to count everything she did and convert it to steps. Bike riding, stretching, yoga, washing the dishes, all great, but these are not steps. They seemed pretty lame to me, and I just said, I don't really think that's really in the spirit of the competition.
Yeah, I agree.
And I immediately went back to Matt to ask about this chart, specifically if bike riding counted towards steps. He said bike riding didn't count. It was too different and also unfair since not every employee has access to a bike.
Makes sense.
I thanked him for clarifying and told him that Tiffany may also need some clarification. Not 2 minutes later, I get this message from Tiffany, quote, really? You complained about me? That's actually not in the spirit of the competition.
No.
I lost a pet recently and I've been so depressed. I've been struggling to lose weight and I was so proud of my steps from yesterday. Not everyone can be a marathon runner like you. Really uncool. I know I was being a little cheeky going to Matt, but Tiffany's message really took me by surprise. Am I the asshole?
Okay, no, fuck Tiffany. Like, I was straight up gonna be like, if she wants an Apple Watch that bad, I just give her the fucking Apple Watch. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I never give a shit. You know me.
Yeah.
This whole podcast is me not giving a shit.
Yeah, breaking the law.
Breaking the law, being cool as hell. No, fuck Tiffany. Fuck you, Tiffany. Putting your fucking dead pet on somebody else just because he's trying to fucking... No, fuck you. Tiffany, shut the hell up.
Listen, it's one thing, like, you know, you could be like, all right, you're kind of a nerd for counting, not letting me count these steps.
Yeah,
it's another thing to
whatever,
be
you're
like,
a nerd or whatever. Stop being
actually, my cat died 4 months ago.
Does it matter?
Yeah. I think if I were using the death of another animal to win an argument that you'd started.
Who's to say that this guy didn't lose his fucking pet?
Yeah, it's kind of presumptuous on that front too.
Yeah.
But like that's pretty manipulative.
It is pretty manipulative, man.
Already.
We're not done?
There's an update.
Oh yeah.
There's an update. So the feedback on my last post, the update's the same thing.
Yeah.
So the feedback on my last post made me feel less of an asshole for sure. But what happened next definitely got rid of any remaining guilt I may have had.
Let's fucking go.
Tiffany won the steps competition.
Mm-hmm.
After I spoke with Matt, he tried to clear things up with Tiffany, but in his words, she was, quote, combative and rude. So he ended up looping in our HR rep, Jill. Jill decided that Tiffany could keep her 65,000 steps and the rules would just be clarified for everyone going forward. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Well, going forward, Tiffany continued to post 35,000 to 40,000 steps every single day.
Tiffany's off the fucking chain, bro.
I literally saw a dude on YouTube that like for a week did like 2 million something in a week, and his body was like ruined. That's crazy. And I mean, he wasn't like a runner or whatever, but whatever. Less ridiculous than 65,000, but still ridiculous considering we all sit at desks 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It was still a tight race between the four of us because we, Dave, Jenna, and I, had been posting higher than Tiffany prior to the 65,000 step day. Then Dave got sick. He only posted 4,000 one day, and that was enough for him to fall too far behind.
Oh.
Then I had something urgent and time-consuming come up at work and only got 10,000 steps that day. That was enough to make me fall far behind too. So it was basically up to Jenna at that point, and she was really working for it. Even got up at 4 a.m. the last couple of days of the competition to try and max out steps. The highest she ever got to was about 41,000, and in the end, Tiffany beat her by about 250 steps overall.
Oh my God, Tiffany, come on.
Just add 200 to it, whatever.
Yeah.
Tiffany had zero issue happily accepting her award at the next company-wide meeting and gave this super annoying speech about how, quote, everyone did so great, and how in the end she's, quote, just glad we all became more active and healthy. I never responded to the message she sent me about being depressed about her dog or whatever. That's funny. At the end of the day, this is my listen. I'm sorry. That's funny. That's a funny sentence.
How can I'm a little bit okay? This is great. I know I just said fuck Tiffany, but also kind of awesome that she followed through with the shit. Like, you can be so much of an asshole in a post that I'm come back around to liking you.
Horseshoe theory. Yeah.
The Sarah Heron asshole horseshoe theory.
Yeah.
And I kind of love OP too for being like, I don't give a shit about your dead dog or whatever. But
or whatever is
like,
always the funniest thing you could ever say after anything.
But she's like, my dog fucking died. I need an Apple Watch so bad. I'm just gonna lie my fucking tits off.
Oh, we all became more active and healthy together, guys.
Hell yeah, this is all built on a fabrication.
Everyone did so great. I never responded to the message she sent me about being depressed about her dog or whatever. At the end of the day, this is my job, and I'm not trying to get into some messy and weird fight over an Apple Watch and an extra 4 hours on a Friday. Yeah.
I feel like this is like an office spec script with Tiffany being Phyllis.
Yeah, okay.
And OP being Dwight.
Oh, yeah, like fucking... You didn't actually do those steps, did you?
I worked for 12 hours yesterday on my beet farm, and I only got 20,000 steps.
How'd you get 20,001?
Yeah, and then everyone gangs up on Phyllis.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, shit.
I would say not the asshole, obviously. I feel like somewhat... Because the prize involved, and it's very obvious this person just wants a free Apple Watch.
Yeah, which is, I mean,
I also wonder
if
what
it was like $50,000, I think that's where I would be like, okay, fuck Tiffany.
Yeah.
But it's
the
an
prize
Apple
isn't
Watch.
that big to where it's like we need to get fucking refs in here, you know?
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, an Apple Watch isn't nothing, you know? But like,
no, you're right. Yeah.
But you're.
But now I will say, okay, now that Tiffany has won the Apple Watch, now she's going to look at her Apple. I hope to God she has like 3 ghosts visit her and haunt her for the rest of her life about the Apple Watch that she stole from her job.
Ghosts of
free Apple Watch.
Past, present, future.
Past.
Walk Miss Pat. Yeah.
Walkmas Future, where it's just her grave, but then she's got one hand out of the grave and it's got an Apple Watch on it.
The other hand, the Fitbit. Yeah. Fucking dude, how are they tracking their steps also? Because with Fitbit you can't add.
It sounds like they're just typing it in.
Okay, so in that case, it's not competent. You're just
right. That's what I'm saying. If they're just typing it in, it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Can you imagine? So like, okay, like the competition goes up to like midnight, right?
Yeah.
It's like 11:50, and like you're like Jenny, whatever their name is,
Tiffany.
like putting Tiffany.
Yeah.
No, Tiffany's the one that won, right?
Yeah.
The person that was in this 3-person group.
Oh, right.
Whoever that person was that was still fighting to the end. Like at 11:50, like, all right, I'm done with my steps today. I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Tiffany awake 11:51, like. Plus 250 to that number.
Like auction sniping on eBay.
Yeah. But it's about your steps.
Instead of like some weird tchotchkes you found from your childhood.
Like a rare fucking video game. It's just...
Yeah.
Steps for an Apple Watch.
That's so funny.
Come on, dude.
It's an Apple Watch, man. They're not even good.
Tiffany to be like, oh, so you're snitching on me? Well, my dog just died.
Well, my dog just died. Man, shut the hell up.
Fuck you, man.
Jeez.
Listen, it's okay to grieve your pets. Don't fucking use your dead pets.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just lost one recently. Let me tell you, I'm not using that shit as an excuse.
And honestly, if someone did that to me, I think I'd break down.
Yeah.
You're like, me fucking too. I didn't get shit for that.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I lost money.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of money on that.
I'd kill for an Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah, you fucking
I just got
kidding
a
me?
towel.
I just got a towel from the vet. That smells like her.
Oh, God. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Not even. We cremated it.
March Sadness, everybody. Sponsored by
March
5 Second
Sadness.
Films. We did it.
March Madness. We're like March Sadness.
That's what 5 Second Films are calling March, apparently. Like, they're doing their, like...
Oh, 5 second films about just sad
kinda
shit.
like how, like, Sign of Happiness, they have their Depression Week. I don't know if you already...
No, yeah, I love their
Yeah.
Depression Week so
Yeah,
much.
so...
My favorite one is Chris's, because they're always so weird.
Yeah. I think I remembered some of them. Shit.
Yeah.
God, okay, sorry, okay.
Okay.
Stop being such downers, fuck.
Yeah, what the hell? Anyway, I'm such an idiot for not supporting my husband.
Can you not? Can we not do this?
Reddit truly opened my eyes. A few days ago, I made a post about my husband who ran over a guy who tried to shake his hand. It scared me, and I thought it was an overreaction. Now I'm realizing how much of an idiot I am for not trusting my husband's manly instincts.
So of the two that it wasn't Sims. It's probably Am I the Angel? Be really crazy if you pulled a third one out of your ass right now, but okay, fine. No, it's okay. Keep going. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck. This doesn't matter.
That guy returned to our house yesterday, and he had his friends with him. They set our house on fire and started dancing around it naked and singing. My husband grabbed our kids and handed them to me. He looked deeply into my eyes and kissed me and whispered in my ear, "Run, Lily, run. I'll hold him off." My teary eyes made it impossible for me to see his handsome face. My brave man. I grabbed the kids and ran. We found some bushes and hid behind them. I could see my husband running out of the house with his sword in his hand. I don't know what type of sword it was. I don't know about that stuff. It's very manly. He grabbed his shield with his other hand while two of the guys approached him. He pushed the sword in one of their throats and smashed the other one's head with his shield. The other guys trembled and ran backwards. My husband chased them for a while, but eventually let them go. I grabbed my children and we ran towards my husband. He hugged all of us while people came out of their houses and clapped. As the cops arrived, he put on a brave smile and left without any complaints. I'm crying. The kids are crying. My whole world is shattered. I learned my lesson. My man knows best. Females, please don't doubt your men. Be supportive.
Okay.
Top comment. Wait, you didn't suck his huge cock in the front yard first? Are you stupid? OP, I'm so sorry. I will make it up to him.
So do you think we have to tell people this one's fake, or do you think they'll get the hit? They'll get the...
I think someone's going to accuse us of spreading propaganda.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy that they won't get to the end
Somehow
of the story.
it's our fault that you never learned to read.
And
I
you
guess.
didn't wait till the end. The ending will shock you, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. Especially it's like his huge cock. I mean, it's yeah, you know, it's the I like that. I like when they make fun of the self-aggrandizing fucking like
Yeah.
Everybody clapped.
Females.
Is so funny. Females also, yeah.
Yeah.
Making obvious fake stories. Females is so funny. I don't know why. I think anytime anyone, like, I know we say male, female for like the stories just because that's like the fucking the thing. But I do feel like if you say it any more times other than the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Actually,
Yeah.
I think it is funny. God, I really.
Yeah, but no, when a man says like is talking to women and is like females,
it's like come on, it's like a red flag. Yeah,
we just started just saying males. You know what I mean?
These fucking males.
But I don't know. I think rad femmes do that.
And it's kind of like
it gets into turf shit and it's bullshit.
At some point, yeah, yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah,
I think what is it? I like that. Can we claim credit for other Reddit podcasts now doing fake stories or no? Can we
I mean, how many? I just know about the Sims. Am I the Asshole Sims?
Yeah, but I will say if I start seeing some Am I the Angel bullshit.
I know, right? Yeah.
I think I'm saying that too because I have a weird suspicion that like at the time that I was really like betting on like Am I the Devil?
Yeah.
I heard other people start bringing up Am I the Devil after the facts, and it's like okay, and then Am I the X, and then Am I the X started coming up more and more, and it's like
sometimes I wonder. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if we have any influence.
I'm okay with being the Reddit podcaster's Reddit podcast. You know,
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
that means I won. That means
I hope we're entertaining to them.
I hope we're entertaining to them. Yeah,
and not super offensive.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like that though. I like the switch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. I'm learning to love.
Of course you would. You're a misogynist.
Yeah, I just agree with that story, actually. I had no issues with anything that was said there. All right, let me actually help out real fucking people.
Wow, okay. I'm trying to have fun on my show.
I just remember from The Circle, there was like, what is it?
I don't care. I'm not going to care.
Breaking the law is lying or some shit. Sorry, Dominic say that.
Lying is breaking the law?
Or breaking the law is, crimes are just lies we tell ourselves or some shit. Like they said some
really
weird dumb shit.
Fucking stupid.
Crimes are lies. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not paying my friend back?
Probably.
Hold on, everybody.
Okay.
Throwaway. My friend let me borrow $150 2 weeks ago. She gave it to me in cash, so I was going to pay her back in cash. When I got paid this past Friday, I texted her letting her know I was going to drop it off to her on my way home from work. She responded by saying to Cash App her instead and immediately followed up with her cash tag. I sent it right away. About an hour later, she texted me asking if I could send it as soon as possible. I replied saying I did. She said she didn't get it. I started panicking thinking I sent it to the wrong person, but she responded before I did and said she sent me the wrong one. For example, instead of Jane Doe 123, she sent me Jane Doe 13. I simply said yikes. Here's where it gets messy. She asked me if I could send it again.
No.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm struggling right now, hence the reason I had to borrow it in the first place. Even if I did have it, I don't feel like I should have to give it to her. If it was my mistake, I would have figured something out, but that's not the case here.
No, it wasn't.
I didn't want to tell her that, though. I don't know how to respond, so I just said, let me call Cash App.
Right. That's what I would do.
Well, they pretty much told me tough luck.
Oh, my God.
I thought hard about what I should still to say, but eventually I texted her saying, I called them and they said there's nothing they can do. I really don't have it. I don't know what else to do. She said, okay. I haven't heard from her since then. I figured she was upset. Anybody would be when they lose money. I found out this morning, though, that she's pissed off with me. One of our mutual friends, Ash, called me. Apparently, Jane believes I should send her her money and figure out a way to get the other $150 back. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I want to call her, but I want to ask if I'm the asshole first. My judgment will determine how I approach this conversation.
Oof.
Edit. Thanks for all the replies. I wanted to respond to more of you, but I was overwhelmed. I didn't expect this to blow up the way it did. Anyway, I did end up requesting the money back. They haven't sent it, of course. I didn't initially request it because I didn't, and still don't think they would send it, but some of you convinced me that doesn't hurt to try. I still haven't called her, but I do know I'm not going to send any more money. I did talk to Ash more about it, and she thinks I should offer to work it off. I'm okay with that. I'll call her tomorrow, but I probably won't update again, but I appreciate all the responses.
Work it off.
What is that? Yeah, work it off is, what does that mean?
No, I mean, at that point, it's like if the world is dedicated to giving you harsh consequences, it should go to the person that actually fucked up.
Yeah.
But also life isn't fair.
Yeah, and like,
but also that's a $300 is a big asshole tax.
Yeah.
Well, the asshole tax is something where you loan money to a friend or you get loaned money from a friend, and instead of them being a friend, they're being a piece of shit. But the only thing that ties you two together is when you owe someone money. Most of the time, if it's like $20, you know, like you accidentally, your dog fucked up your friend's headphones that were $20.
Yeah.
And now your friend is like, man, fuck you. I hate you. You're such a piece of shit. You fuck you and your dog. Blah, blah, blah. You owe me this much money and I need to. you should pay him the $20 because your dog fucked up his shit.
Yeah.
And then just not talk to him ever again. That's what's called the asshole tax.
Yeah, yes.
$300 is a big ass asshole
That's a really
tax.
big one, yeah.
That's when I'm like, I don't know about
Especially when it's not your fault that the money got sent to a different person. I will. Someone did say, and I feel like this is kind of victim blamey. Like someone says, like, yeah, this is why I send like $1 first, just to make sure it's the right cash tag.
not everybody fucking does that, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, because you thought ahead, good for you.
That's
but
so like, did you know Tetris can stop you from having PTSD attacks? Like, that's such a Reddit comment. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it sucks. Listen, it sucks to lose $150. It would suck more to force your friend to lose $300. Like,
yeah, like that. I'm more appalled by the lack of concern for your friend.
Yeah, like God, dude,
like
I don't know
if you're actually friends, or if it's not just like do you always like? Maybe there's more information. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I feel like I can't ask for more information without being victim blamey.
Kind of.
Know what I mean? Like, what did you do? It doesn't. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
Honestly, we're just looking at this instance.
Yeah, but like, this is why, honestly, I would have because you were planning on paying back with cash too, like that.
Yeah, but instead she was like, "No, do this."
That's kind of like,
yeah, weirdly enough, being like, "No, actually, fuck that. Physical cash I can have in my hand.
Yeah,
pay me through Cash App." I'm not trying to demonize Cash App. I use Cash App all the time.
No, yeah, but like,
and then you send the wrong one,
and then it's like, oh yeah, you're fucked. Yeah. Because let's be honest here, if someone randomly sent me $150 and then requested,
I would send it back. You would too. You would.
Yeah.
You're a good person. I'd probably be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Listen,
I probably think it was a scam, actually.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd probably just keep it in the thing
and just contact
wait.
Cash App at some
point.
Be
like, hey, what happened here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Cash App should work on that.
Yeah. Honestly.
Honestly, Cash App's the asshole.
Cash App's the asshole. There you go.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to type in a specific thing when humans are known for typing in shit wrong.
Yeah, and like
to get money.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, honestly, fuck Cash App more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe working it off is the right answer, and then...
Yeah, what's the work you're gonna do, though? Like chores? Mow the lawn?
I don't know.
I actually don't know, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think not the asshole, though. I will say, though, I'm now thinking about it. If someone requested $150 back in this current situation I'm in right now, I probably wouldn't send it back after like a week just because I need that $150 to pay that electric bill.
I'd keep onto it for like 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, honestly, this is crazy. This is how I think of it. And maybe this is wild and no one's going to agree with this, but I don't care. OP lost $150. OP's friend lost $150. Call it even. They
weirdly
both lost
enough,
$150.
Weirdly enough,
some random person gained $150, but they both lost it.
Yeah, I think we should call it even. Yeah,
both go out for ice cream and hug
and talk it out.
Talk it out.
Listen, I know shit's tight, man, but that 150's gone now, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like, maybe this is my weird thing, like as we live in this, digitized cash society.
Yeah.
I feel like the second there's like $1, it's not even mine unless it's like actually in my hand. You know what I mean?
That's such a boomer ass take. So not real money unless it's gold either, or
I'm not a Nazi, Sarah, okay?
I didn't realize that was a Nazi
thing. That's a Nazi thing. Nazis are more likely to be people that's like, we gotta go back to the gold standard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean like old times. Like they were probably when paper.
No, it's a me thing. And the reason why I say it's a me thing is because it still feels like this job isn't real, because at one time a month, a bunch of money comes in, like as a bunch of little ones
I understand.
and zeros.
I understand that.
So like until it's like in my hand, I'm like, this isn't real.
I just think the concept of like, I think it's funny to take where we're at now currently.
No, this shit's real.
And then you go back to like cowboy times, and then they started printing paper dollars, and they were like, what is this fucking bullshit? And then you flash forward to like the creation of the credit card and like online banking, and they're like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" I think that's funny as hell.
Yeah, that's fair. That's funny. God.
Yeah.
Solved it.
Honestly, a better commercial than that that NFT commercial with Larry David.
Oh yeah. I don't get it. That was such a dumb commercial. Fuck, sorry. I'm just remembering. Really yeah.
Okay, my best friend, 22 females, giving up a full ride scholarship to be with her boyfriend of just over 3 months.
Okay.
The best of Redditor updates.
Oh, it's actually best of Redditor updates?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was Sims. I genuinely thought. I've been burned. I've been burned so much.
Throw away for anonymity reasons. My best friend has a full ride scholarship, tuition, rent, books from our university. She is a very book smart girl and has been on the dean's list almost every semester. This is our 3rd year of college. He's almost done.
Okay, yeah.
He's almost done with college. The issue is that she is a gullible person. Even though she is book smart, she will get caught up in things like multi-level marketing schemes.
Oh, okay.
She will date older men who take advantage of her. Many things like that. While she was home over the summer, she and her old high school crush, 20 male, started hanging out. At the end of summer, he, quote-unquote, officially asked her to be his girlfriend. I like the guy and think he is better for her than her past flings, but they are getting very serious very fast. Last month, she told me she was thinking about transferring to his university. I told her that was ridiculous, as she would give up her scholarship and have to take out loans. Turns out she applied to transfer anyway. Today she got her acceptance notice and couldn't be more excited. I already told her that this is a bad idea, but she is so gullible, and her mother is the same way. Her mom thinks this is true love, 2 small-town lovebirds crossing paths again. My roommate keeps saying that this is just like her parents' romance, and she needs to give this relationship everything.
What the fuck is going on?
Parentheses. Oh, her parents are divorced, by the way.
What?
End parentheses.
The fuck is going on? Okay, all right, wow.
A quarter-life crisis. Is there anything I can say or do to help her reconsider? I already voiced my opinion once, and it didn't do anything. Too long didn't read. My best friend might give up her full scholarship to transfer to her boyfriend's school. She's a gullible person, and they've only been together for 3 months, if even that.
Okay.
So someone says what I think in the comments. Honestly, this is the kind of thing where you just need to let it play out. You already voiced your concerns. That's the best you can do sometimes. If you push harder, then you'll only be pushing her away. Besides, who are you to say this won't work out in the work out well in the long run? Okay, I don't agree with that.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You don't actually know what's gonna happen.
But I do think you shouldn't force people to do things, even
not
if
do
you
things,
think
yeah.
like you can think that they're stupid.
Yeah,
But like
this isn't friend. This is just roommate, right?
No, this is a friend.
I wouldn't call a friend gullible, but maybe that's just me. But fucking
No, well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you have friends that are gullible, and it's like they are smart. It's
okay,
just
that's fair. Yeah,
they're gullible sometimes.
Okay, no, that's fair.
But it's like you sometimes just gotta let them do what they want, especially when it's big life decisions. You can't stop them unless it's gonna cause harm to everybody else around them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like physical harm. This might it's something where like you might be hurting yourself.
Or even psychological harm, yeah. Like, yeah.
You might be hurting yourself emotionally, but I can't make you see that. So I'm just going to be here for you when you wake up.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Original OP. It's not that I think they won't work out. They might, and I'd be very happy. It's the fact that she'll be giving up her full scholarship to go. I know her family can't afford it. When we talked about her transferring, she mentioned that even if she got a transfer student scholarship, she'd have to take out $20K to $30K in loans. Parentheses, it's an out-of-state school. Her mom is willing to co-sign because, quote-unquote, true love. But I think that if it is true love, they can wait another year until she graduates.
That is true.
Then again, I might not be able to do anything. I at least just want her to sit down one more time so I feel like I did everything I could if this blows up.
That's crazy that the mom is also like, true love, dude.
That's who I think is the real asshole.
That's the real asshole. Is this mom fucking living out her fucking... That is definitely an example of like a mom that's like, you're gonna fucking do what I did wrong, right? Okay, you're gonna fucking do it.
I don't know what's going on with her. I mean, OP and OP's friend probably knows better, but like,
still, yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's ultimately her life, though. If she values love more than financial advantages, then that's her call to make. I agree with your assessment, but if I were you, I would respect your friend's wishes, however much I detest it. The role of a great friend is to give advice and support even when they don't take your advice. And then OP, I'm definitely going to talk to her again, but I will have to support her if she chooses to follow him. Thanks. Okay, 3.5 years later.
Whoa, really?
Buckle up.
Okay, wow. I thought this was like happening this week. Fuck, okay.
Just found this throwaway account and thought I should give an update. My friend and I are now 25 and we're still close. She did transfer schools and lose her scholarship.
Okay.
She also graduated late because of the transfer.
Makes sense.
In all, it cost her more than $30,000 in student loans, which she regrets. Things did not work out between her and her boyfriend. He really wanted to live a party boy lifestyle with her at home to cook and clean up after him. They broke up 1 year after she transferred. She still had a semester left, which was really difficult and lonely because she had no friends aside from him and his social circle. After graduation, she got a job as a teacher in her hometown, so she does have a way to pay back the loans.
Okay.
She's pretty happy. She's now engaged to a different guy she started dating 2 years ago. They got together right after she moved home. Yes, it's fast, but they live together with no issues. They aren't going to start planning a wedding until COVID eases up. She's less gullible now and more skeptical of her mom's advice. Her experience really opened her eyes to the consequences of her choices.
Okay.
Too long didn't read. My friend learned an expensive lesson, but her life turned out okay. She ended up where she probably would have if she didn't transfer, but $30,000 in a hole. She'll be the first to tell you to prioritize your future over a short-term relationship.
Yeah, ladies, never just don't do this for a man. don't
sacrifice your future for a man.
Yeah.
Straight up. Even if it's a good one, don't.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
No, that's I mean, it's good that she, I guess, learned from it, but like still that's crazy. That's also crazy the fucking yeah, be more skeptical of your fucking mom, dude. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I think that could be said to everybody, I think, just in general.
Be more skeptical of your fucking mom, bro. I don't know, some people's mom. I mean, no, I think that kind of denigrates.
Let's generalize here, I think, is what we should do.
Like, there are lots of moms that have their fucking head on straight. It's just there are lots of people that don't, you know?
That's fair.
Shit, man. I'm glad it all worked out for her, but that last comment made me laugh too hard. No kidding, turning down a full scholarship for a boyfriend isn't the smartest move. OP, I was against it the whole time. I was worried I'd lose her friendship over it, but she respected my honesty. Did her mom ever admit it was a mistake to pour romantic comedy nonsense into her daughter's head?
$5 says no.
OP, I'm still not her mom's biggest fan. No, she's all into the romantic comedy nonsense with my friend's new relationship too, but my friend has stronger boundaries now and throws most of her mom's advice out the window. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a pretty big fuck up to you know, continue having trust in someone, you know what I mean? Or like to expect people to still have trust in you with your decision making. Yeah.
I hope the mom did co-sign on the loans.
Yeah, dude, honestly.
Yeah. Like, I hope it's fucking up the mom's credit too.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I don't know, is it weird? Am I stupid for being like, if she didn't do that though, she wouldn't have found her new dude. And she wouldn't have be in the position that she's at now where she's happy.
I mean, yeah, like at some point though, like how far back are you willing to let bad behavior slide just because it led to this moment? You know what I mean?
Well, I think it depends on where your perspective is from. You know what I mean? I think if it's for you and yourself, what else are you going to do? You're going to guilt yourself for the rest of your life and rake yourself over the coals for what? Moral superiority? Or are you going, or if you're looking at somebody else, I think also the same. It's like what? The same thing, moral superiority. People make mistakes in their life and they just do it. And you're going to have regrets.
No, yeah.
There's no way to live life, I think, without having some regrets. But I think you can try. I just think, I don't know. After a while, you're like, no, yeah, I wish I did that different. But also sometimes you're like, there's no other way. I'm just inherently flawed. And that's okay. I still love myself anyway.
That's fair. I think that's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? That's a miserable way to live, I think, otherwise. If I'm not perfect, I'm not worthy of love. Self-love? Crazy. Couldn't be me. Fuck that. I'm a mess and I love my ass. Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm happy the story had a good ending. I think, genuinely. Like, it's
sometimes you don't see the aftermath.
Yeah, honestly, because like, especially for a story that, you do need 3 years of waiting
to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Severance fans, sorry. continue.
I just think in life, you know, I think it's a hard thing, but like all the people that you meet are going to have a good time at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah.
Even if they're really shitty to you.
Yeah.
And you hate them with the full amount of your guts, at some point they're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And that, like, I just don't think that you should care that much about that. I think you should care about it enough to be like, well, I'm in the shitter, which means someday I'm gonna be on the come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that.
So that you can manipulate your brain into being like, man, this guy that I hate is having a good time. Well, eventually that'll be me.
Yeah.
In some sort of way. I just have to be present enough to understand it and to feel it.
In the moment, yeah.
And not waste it.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck that guy, though, for, like, being like, you're gonna be all the, like, you're gonna do all the cooking, cleaning. Like,
I know.
That's crazy,
That's
though.
also something I wanted to highlight as, like, you know, if you're someone that's, like, on the fence about that, make sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make sure, but make sure.
Yeah, if there's a way to make sure, please make sure.
Yeah.
That's because, that's like, and I think that's the other thing, too, is
sign a fucking contract or something.
You will not force me to
cook and clean, and
while
if
you
this
party.
ends up happening, I'm gonna take your dog and move back home, and you're gonna pay for it. I don't know.
Yeah, it also sucks too that like you move for this person and then you're stuck there pretty much, and you have to pay the new bills and stuff, and it's like,
I think in general, even if you're really deeply in love, I think it sucks to move across the country for a person.
Yeah.
I think
that's dangerous.
I think at the least it's dangerous, and it's probably, even if you're deeply in love, it's gonna hurt both of you anyway.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, are you strong enough to get through it?
Yeah, man.
You know?
Shit.
Like, I'm positive there are like couples that are good together that move and break up anyway just because the move is hard.
Yeah.
And
I think a move that's any longer than like an hour even, you know, like weirdly, like,
it's testing. Yeah. I do think you should be able to move together as a couple.
Yeah. But like, even like here in Orlando, like moving to Miami.
Or like just upping yourself and not having, like, not being financially feasible for you to see your support network, to be completely dependent on each other.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
I think it could erode relationships that otherwise would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying,
be cognizant of it.
Yeah, like acknowledge that it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Because people do hard shit all the time.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Solved it?
Solved it.
Ooh, okay. I think I'll do this one.
Also wild that the Reddit post and all the comments were about how stupid OP's friend is, and not about how shitty the guy is.
Yeah,
like, we just accept that guys do this to women, and it's fucked up.
But women being stupid for 1 second?
Fuck you.
Get them, dude.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for having a snack with my brother and sister-in-law after she made a thoughtless remark about my wife?
What? Okay.
Thoughtless remark is a funny way of putting this, yeah.
Well, yeah. What? Why are you being vague about it?
Said something to someone at some point, yeah.
Okay.
My wife, our 1-year-old son, and I were at my older brother's home yesterday for dinner. I used to visit them often before I was married, but even now we try to visit each other once a month and are generally on cordial terms. During dinner, my sister-in-law made a remark about my wife's bag that I had bought for our anniversary.
Okay.
My wife seemed happy about that, and everything was going well. My sister-in-law then compared it to my wallet, which is pretty old and worn, but I like it because my dad gave it to me 11 years ago when I left for college, and told my wife she should make me stop for myself too. I said I liked my wallet. I've heard comments about it, and I just laugh it off. She then said something that basically translates to, one person earns and another person spends. Thoughtless was the adjective used earlier prior to this. Yeah. I felt uncomfortable about it, but my wife looked really totally pissed off.
It's like, okay, you know, like the biblical depiction of angels?
Yeah.
Like just like that, but like knives. That's what my brain feels like right now. It's just like a orb of danger.
Yeah. I felt uncomfortable about it, but my wife looked totally pissed off. I tried to change the topic, but my wife said she takes care of our son, maintains our house while I work, decorated our house from scratch. All true, and I routinely thank her for it. My sister-in-law said it was a joke, but within a few minutes, my wife just said she wasn't feeling well when we went back. During the drive back and when we came back home, she made it very clear that she won't be keeping any contact with her until she gets a clear apology.
Okay.
Today, my brother called and suggested we grab a bite to eat. I said sure. The way he said it, it really seemed like it was just the two of us. My wife also had no issues with that. I thought my brother was going to discuss a way for us to meet or something so my sister-in-law and wife could patch things up. When I went there, my sister-in-law was there too. While we were eating, they gave me her POV that it was a lighthearted comment and my wife was blowing it out of proportion. I defended my wife too and said she definitely feels it was out of line. I don't care though. She feels like it's out of line. I'm kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, like why are you not a willing participant in this? You know what I mean?
I'm a baby.
I don't know out of words.
My brother knows everything. He's my older brother. He's bigger. He's older.
He's bigger. He's stronger.
When I came back home and my wife learned she was there too, she got really upset. She said if my sister-in-law wasn't prepared to render an apology, then I should have left, and that I betrayed her by having food with them. I don't see it that way. I was really trying to fix everything in good faith. Am I the asshole? One person earns, one person spends is pretty. It's crazy. It's a wild thing to say to someone. Yeah.
Okay. This is what I think. Okay,
yeah.
Because I do agree that your sister-in-law is fucking insane. Like, like that's insane to say. It's like some Lumen ass shit.
Yeah. You must rid yourself of childish folly. Yeah.
If your sister-in-law is talking like a fucking villain, like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should be more upset about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe interrogate why you think that's okay, or why you didn't react strongly enough.
And you're kind of like, you're saying you're defending, but then you're like, well, I got her POV at least.
I do think
it was just a joke.
Like, in terms of boundaries, your wife set a boundary for herself. Like, I don't think she can tell you to do whatever it is. Like, you
That's fair.
I don't think she's allowed to tell you that you can't see your sister-in-law. However, she is allowed to react in any which way about you seeing your sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, she's allowed to be like, I don't like that you did that. And honestly, I don't know. I don't really trust you anymore.
Because it seems like you're taking their side of this argument.
But also, I do think that it's shitty on your brother-in-law or your brother or whatever
to like put it like on you
to lie about her being there.
That's a shitty thing you can do. Someone saying that you're gonna meet up for lunch and then just bring
that.
some random ass person.
Yeah, especially if it's someone that's involved in like an issue. Like, he's kind of meddling in your marriage a little bit. He's like kind of making you seem worse off in your marriage.
Yeah. And
I do kind of get why your wife would be like, wait, you didn't tell him to fuck off? Like, do you also think that? Because it's a fucked up thing to say. Like, it is really fucked up.
It's really fucked up. But yeah, if you're so willing to believe that's just a joke.
Like, a lot of this could be like, why can't you just say like, no, I bought it for my wife as a gift. Why are you being weird about this? Like, in the moment.
Yeah.
But then you didn't. So then you had to leave. So then you go back to see your brother for lunch thinking it's going to be just like talking about shit. And then he brings his wife and you're not like, this is fucking weird. Why are you guys being fucking weird?
Yeah.
And then leave. Like that, you're would not have wife issues if you just did that.
Yeah, she is kind of right that you should have probably just left when that happened. Because that was sprung on you. Hey, that's not respectful to you.
Yeah, you're just like not... She's protecting herself by not putting herself in that situation. And you're just like not doing that at all.
Yeah.
And in fact, they're trying to like make you your sister-in-law's flying monkeys, like going back to her and being like, hey, my sister-in-law said this and this and this about you. And then you expect to not have any fucking issues in your marriage. Yeah. My sister-in-law said you're dumb and ugly.
You're blowing it out of proportion.
And you're blowing it out of proportion and you're stupid.
It was lighthearted,
and
the joke about one person
what
not
are you
doing
gonna
anything.
do about that?
Yeah.
Fucking nothing, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. Why? What a bitch! Okay, I don't know, man. Chill. Shit, I want to go to work and come home and eat ice cream and die. That's all I want to do. Why am I dealing with this?
That's so hard to ask for. Yeah,
why?
Why
am I dealing with your weird ass sister?
Too much to ask for. Yeah. Fuck, man. Come on. She said you're a gold digger, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
I wouldn't want to hang out with someone who said I was a gold digger.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, who fucking would, man?
No,
Jesus.
I don't think anyone would.
No, yeah.
Why would you want to hang out with someone that calls your wife a gold digger?
Yeah. Jesus, man. Yeah, that's some real internalized misogyny, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Solved it. It's not, I mean, it's just misogyny.
Yeah, it's just misogyny, period.
On his part.
Yeah.
Internalized misogyny on the sister-in-law's part.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what I mean. Yeah, misogyny on his part, being like, fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, I defended you, though. I don't know how. No one knows how in this post, but I mean, I did it.
This is the 5th one, right?
I think this is our 4th one.
No. Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, am I the asshole for giving Agnes Crumplebottom a facial tattoo against her will at my tattoo parlor as revenge for all the times she's hit me with her bag of steel on my bum-bum?
Bag of steel on my bum-bum? Listen, I know The Sims 4 just came out with the fucking tattoo shop thing, so like if this is a Sims 1...
Yeah, you think this is a Sims 1 about giving Agnes Crumplebottom a facial tattoo against her will? Do you think that's first name, last name, Agnes Crumplebottom? Do you think this is a Sims one?
Oh, it's a pet one. Sorry. Okay, you're right. I'll go fuck myself.
Agnes Crumplebottom? I, 30 male, recently opened a lovely tattoo parlor with my wife, 28 female. Given our quite high skill of the tattooing skill.
It's Sims. You're gaslighting me by saying, really?
14 altogether, just saying. What do you mean? You think me saying Agnes Crumplebottom is me implying that this obviously isn't a Sims story?
Yes, Sarah, because I'm gullible, as we discussed prior to this.
I'm not even trying to mislead you, and you're still being misled.
Because I trust you.
That's insane. You should not trust me that much. That's fucking crazy.
You guys, how much you guys think couple Erbu is? You guys think?
I don't care. We can't afford it. So it's either this relationship works or it doesn't. That's what the podcast is for. Anyway, I, 30 male.
Okay, sorry.
Recently opened a lovely tattoo parlor with my wife, 28 female. Given our quite high skill of the tattooing skill, 14 altogether, just saying. I'm very serious about my craft and appreciate customer wants and design ideas, arguably a professional in my craft.
Yeah, you got a perfectionist trait. I get that, dude. I get it.
However, about 20 minutes ago, I saw her, the witch that had plagued my entire being since I was a wee lad.
They also got the magic one and also the cottagecore one.
Yeah, apparently something that you don't have because you don't know fucking Agnes Crumplebottom.
Yeah, no shit.
From the age of 9.
We just talked that I don't have money. Yeah, sorry, continue.
From the age of 9 onwards, my connection to her is the black and purple welts on my back/bum-bum, the look of disgust on her face when she sees me, just unprovoked rage for my existence. She didn't even greet me when she walked in, just pointed at her wrinkly-ass belly and asked for I crave violence there. I saw red at that moment. How could she so nonchalant about her tyranny? Sorry. I saw red at that moment. How could she be so nonchalant about her tyranny around our community and think it was all fun and games? Then I had a eureka moment. She doesn't deserve a tattoo she can hide. Her overlooked crimes should be exposed.
Oh, that's crazy. Can you pass me Animal Crossing real quick, by the way?
I managed to slip 5 Benadryls into the milky English tea, parentheses, gross. End parentheses. She demanded I make and got to work on the haggard face of hers. I made sure my lines were wonky and badly shaded. Alas, she is suing my ass for $4 trillion for quote-unquote emotional distress, but I do not care one bit. Take that, Agnes Horrible Bottom, and your bang full of rocks. It's what the witch deserved. Not the asshole. You should offer her another tattoo as an apology, though, and then do it again.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, they just released that pack, like, within the past week, apparently.
I heard people are excited about it, man.
Yeah, because you can do tattoos and pottery.
Yeah, I saw the pottery.
Yeah, why didn't you do a pottery one, motherfucker? What, you don't care about the...
Because it wasn't the fucking top post name on the asshole Sims. That's why. This one was, okay?
Okay, all right, fair. Fuck. Yeah, not the asshole. I feel like an eye for an eye, you know, I think it's more
Makes the whole world blind, which is great. We should all be blind to the horrors. It's the only way we'll get rid of them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. If I can't see them, they're not there.
I pretend I do not see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that you can do that in The Sims now. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not the. I feel like if you have a witch.
Did you genuinely think Agnes Crumplebottom was like a real person?
No, I thought it was a cat name. I thought you were doing Am I the
cat name?
Yes, I thought it was a cat name.
Is there a thing called Am I the Asshole Pets?
Probably. I mean, you did fucking Am I the Angel?
Oh yeah, those are all cats. Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking.
They should be Am I the Asshole Cats, honestly.
Yeah, so it's not like it's out of the question.
Someone make it.
I don't know why you're looking at me like I'm some asshole that hasn't gotten fucked
is
over.
The most Sims thing ever. It's the most Sims thing in the world. I thought legitimately it would be like I bury it under a lead.
Sims also has cats. Hold on a minute.
I know.
Wait.
What do you mean? That has nothing to do with anything.
So it could have been a cat name from The Sims. I could have thought it was a real person's cat name. A real cat person's cat name, damn it. Fuck, shit.
The sky is purple. What do you mean it's blue? Purple also exists as a color. My logic is sound, and my name is Joshua Chinland. Smart person. Sarah, oh my god.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know.
Let's dissect that real quick, actually.
I was going to say smart boy, and then I don't like calling you a boy because I feel like it infantilizes you. So I said person.
Saying wee lad is really funny in the post. Sorry.
And bum I think is funny.
Yeah, so I don't blame you for having boy in your.
Honestly, didn't read it. Just saw Agnes Crumplebottom picked it straight up.
To be fair, I don't fucking read mine anyway.
I
so
didn't read
whatever.
the full
Who cares?
title either. So
I didn't know about the dead fucking dog in that fucking walking story. Sorry to give the game away, guys. I didn't.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
I will say that was the one that made me hate. I was really gonna be like, wow, I could not give less of a shit. And then you said the dead dog part, and I was like, now I care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I'm happy that there was a little hook in there. Yeah. I will say I did rush to pick my stories today, so I'm kind of happy that I have to pick another one later.
I have two. One of them is like about anti-Semitism, and then another one is about something else that's also bad. And I'm like, I'm just gonna find another Am I the Asshole?
No, that's
Sims.
fair. Fuck it. Yeah, I get it. Whatever, man. Fuck. That was your fourth one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's get the show back on track. Solved it.
Yeah, fuck this. We're supposed to have fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Man, what are we doing?
Then why does this episode suck so hard? Average comment.
No, that's not true.
I know. I'm just joking. Am I the asshole for forcing a woman to return the bag of cans she stole out of the back of my truck?
What?
I was out yesterday running errands, and I had a really big transparent bag of cans I was going to take to the bottle drop in the bed of the truck. I stopped to go get lunch first at a place with sub and way in the name. Burger King. And when I came back out, the bag of cans were gone. So I drove towards the bottle drop, and sure enough, I saw a woman heading that way and lugging my bag of cans on the sidewalk. I pulled over, and she clearly recognized my truck. I accused her of stealing the cans from my truck. She denied it. Until I said I was going to call the police.
Okay. Okay. You're a little crazy, aren't you?
Listen, I know a can's 10 cents, so if you got a bunch of cans, it might be a decent amount of change.
I mean, it's not, though.
We're now bringing the power of the state into this. Yeah. Until I said I was going to call the police, and the restaurant I was at likely caught her theft with their CCTV.
Okay, wow.
So she could either admit she stole from me and return the cans, or I would call the cops. She got angry and told me money was tight right now, and it was just a bag of cans. I told her that she didn't get to steal from me and play the victim, so it's either return the bag or I would call the cops. She tried to say the cops wouldn't give a damn about a bag of cans, so I told her we should find out.
Did you have anything else to do that day?
Yeah.
Or?
Jesus. Okay. I was about to start dialing when she dropped the bag, then told me to go F myself. She walked away ranting and saying I have no sympathy. I told my friends about this later, and one of their girlfriends absolutely went off on me. She went on a rant about how I didn't know what kind of situation that woman might have been in, and she could have been homeless for all I knew. So I should have just let her have the damn cans. We had a big argument, and she left furious. I was pretty sure I was in the right before, but not anymore. Am I the asshole for forcing that woman to return the bag of cans she stole from me? Edit. For the record, the bag had over $30 worth of cans in it. It was a really big bag. Really big bag.
Okay.
Edit 2. It was a huge transparent bag made for covering a mattress, so a lot of cans for $30.
I see. Okay. Well, $30 is a lot of money.
$30 is $30. Okay, I kind of get it a little bit. Okay.
Wow. What an actual moral dilemma.
Yeah, okay.
This is what I would do. This is what personally I would do. Maybe this is dumb and maybe people will think I'm stupid. I don't give a fuck. I would be like, can you please I'll pay you $20 for those cans. I'll just give you $20 right now.
You still get $10. Yeah, if you went halfsies on it. Like, I know it's a shitty situation.
I'll give you halfsies for the cans because they're my cans.
Because, okay, let's be honest here. Now that I know it's $30, police aren't going to come over for $30, actually.
You shouldn't call the police on someone for cans for $30.
911.
I'm positive it happens for like $1.90.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, listen,
I just think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I forget about it. Like,
but $30 is like a meal.
$30 is a meal, it's not like it's not
a meal. Set our economy
one
sucks.
Meal. Yeah,
but yeah, no, $30 is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Which makes, ironically, the stealing more valid and the fucking...
the reaction also more valid, too. So this is like... Yeah, this is right in the middle, I feel like, of like, okay, if it was like $200, yeah, I'd want my money back. $30, I mean, it is a lot of money, but also it's not the most money.
Yeah, but I get wanting it. Because, like, also, what about OP's financial situation?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
That is interesting. That's okay. Thanks, Am I the Asshole, for having an interesting one right at the end.
This is crazy. I do think it's insane to call the cops over cans, but I don't think I'm really against calling the cops, though.
I mean, listen,
in general.
Yeah, like, I mean, the fucking George Floyd was over what someone thought was a fake 20. So
yeah, like I wouldn't call the cops on
I wouldn't
someone.
call the cops either.
In general, I'd have to be really fucking scared shitless to call the cops.
If nothing else, I think it's shitty to try and use the cops.
Yeah,
as a way.
I think that's shitty.
But also, like, being very much, and also I think that's also doubly shitty because you're like, you know what, that restaurant probably had CCTV on it, so actually I got proof of it. So,
like, you want cans that bad, man?
Yeah.
But it is $30.
It is $30 though.
I'd be really pissed if someone stole $30 from me.
Yeah,
I personally would be.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get being really pissed. Like, give me that shit back. It's not yours. Because it is not hers.
It isn't hers. I know, but it's.
I would think the honorable thing to do is to take it and then be like, okay, I'll give you like $15.
Yeah.
Or $10.
Even $10. Yeah.
What do you want?
Listen,
I'll go buy you food.
Yeah. I think that's fair, especially if they are like homeless. You know what I mean? Like, it would just be a nice thing.
I think it's just the perception is like if someone's so strapped for cash that they're stealing cans, let them have the cans.
Let them have a little bit, though.
But if you're so strapped for cash that you're gathering $30 worth of cans to send in, you did the work. You should have the cans.
Yeah. Fuck.
You know,
I get it.
Probably, I don't know. How much does she need? $30 or how does she need $10? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Weird. Huh.
Like, it could just turn into like a communication thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I don't know. It's something that I'm just like, it just seems like a fucking nonsense thing to call the cops about.
It is a nonsense thing to call the cops about. Also, give her half. She walked half of that. She did technically bring it closer. She
transported your cans.
For you, yeah. So, you should give...
Pay her for the transport.
Yeah, there you go. I'm thinking like a capitalist here. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That way you don't get sued later.
Also, I don't believe this happened.
Fair, yeah. It's on the top of Am I the Asshole? Probably didn't happen.
Yeah, probably didn't happen.
Solved it, though.
Yeah.
I gotta find one more story now, too.
Okay. Am I the asshole for trapping my boyfriend with Tombstones?
The pizza company?
Yeah. I've had a few boyfriends, but they don't seem to last long. And yet I've always been the last love interest they have. Anyway, I believe I'm on to my 6th boyfriend now, and he seems really sweet, very romantic, and I'm deciding I might marry him. I do invite my boyfriends to my house, but this time I'm regretting my recent decision. He went into the backyard without my permission and stumbled upon graves. The 5 of my last boyfriends I had, which accused me of using them and being a murderer, to which I find inconceivable. Okay, maybe I told one of them a joke that made them very happy to hysterics and laughed to death. And maybe I didn't put out someone that caused a fire while cooking food for us in time. I don't believe I was doing it maliciously. Their tombstones all sat on my backyard and I had no idea where to send them, so I kept them. Now my current boyfriend was mad and assumed I'm a cold-blooded killer, and I feared he will tell everyone and leave me more isolated. I couldn't let that happen. In a panic, while he wasn't paying attention, I moved all the tombstones to trap him in a 1x1 square without a chance to escape. I still feel bad about it. I don't think he's that cruel to deserve that fate, but I had no choice. I had to prioritize myself. I have a lot of life to live. I still wonder if it was really that bad of a response, so am I the asshole? Last I checked him by the window, he was still waving for help, but no one's going to help him out of the graves now. He'll be one of them soon.
That's, I never thought of it that way up until this point. Wait a minute. Yeah, you're just pulling a haunted mansion. That's fucked, dude. That's crazy.
Not the asshole. Next time, cook him and feed him to your next boyfriend as a warning.
That's okay. Now, Sims, you guys are going a little wild over there. That's a bad Sim owner if I ever did.
I will say 50-50 makes lots of people saying they're the llama.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. They're saying they're the llama.
Which I find repugnant.
Really?
They must have the good trait.
Yeah, and also the...
Just come back as a ghost or get reincarnated.
They decided this trait is called the not being a fucking murderer trait.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, dude, they put it right underneath the evil one, so people accidentally click it.
What are you, like fucking cop or something?
This brings a good question because in The Sims you can just put kind of like tombstones anywhere, so you don't have like even in RimWorld it's like long ways to represent the length of the body.
Yeah,
are they burying people vertical? Are they just,
the way you looked like, yeah, you flash your little eyes.
And if so, why don't we do that here today? I feel like that would save a lot of space.
I think they do.
Do they actually?
Sometimes.
Do they bury people vertical?
Maybe.
Fucking hot dog style? Do you think they?
Hot dog style. I think. I mean, sometimes they got small ones.
That's true. Yeah. Well, those are kids, so I don't know why you brought that up.
I did. Sorry, I was just thinking about my dad's buried urn, and you brought up dead kids.
Okay, you're right. Urns would be vertical more than anything else. You're right. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, they're just not
as what, Joshua? As large as adults?
Not as long, yeah.
Good job. Children are small. Adults are big.
Like, they don't even hit 5 feet, man. It's like... If we made all plots like 2 feet, we all just go vertical. Like you're diving into a pool of your death, yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say before I cut you off?
I don't want to shape rotate this. Can you choose your next fucking story?
All right, okay, solved it. Yeah, you're kind of the llama. I'd say you're the llama.
Solved it.
Solved it.
I don't want to touch you.
What? For having $1 million idea?
Disgusted.
Think of the efficiency, Sarah. The land space.
Think about all the lanes.
The lanes we can build. Right next to the 408, right next to that cemetery.
Yeah.
We can have just like one real big cul-de-sac.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you know what? Yeah, we should turn cul-de-sacs into... Just put a big roundabout, right, in the middle of a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, and then
in the middle of that, put a bunch of graves in vertical style.
Or as I call it, hot dog style.
Or as Joshua is going to hot dog style.
Yeah, it's my...
Dude, can you imagine your loved one fucking dies and then you go to the funeral home and they're like, so is he being buried? Hamburger or hot dog style?
Do you think the hearses are going to become also vertical just so that it makes it easier? No,
because that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a car.
They have like a big claw machine and just...
Dude, gachapon coffins.
Let's make it, let's compromise. Diagonal.
Diagonal.
It's like you can still layer them on top of each other, but you get a little bit more room, you know, to
Yeah,
like
a little
grieve.
bit.
Well, you want to bring your flowers.
Dude, that's like what they're doing with the airplanes, where they just keep stacking them on
Just
top
keep-
of each other.
Yeah.
To fit as many people in there, which is essentially, I mean, honestly,
That's vertical style.
That's a hamburger style coffin.
And in
if I
today's
ever saw
FAA
one.
current, like,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a big metal coffin, essentially.
Yeah, it's vertical style. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
Hot dog style. So
that's
the
how
title.
they bury people vertical style, is get them all into a
Onto a
plane and then
plane.
bury them at sea.
Yeah. Now solved it. Yeah.
Wow.
You're also morbid, motherfucker.
We don't get to flex our dark humor muscles that often. Oh shit.
All right, final story of the night. We did it. We got there.
We got
Fuck,
there.
It's 10
Yay.
o'clock almost. Am I the asshole? My roommate's mom banged on my door when I had a guy over and said, "Shut the fuck up."
What the hell?
Roommate's mom, not even your own mom. It's crazy. I, female 19, live in a college apartment with 3 other roommates. The roommate who lives right next to me, female 19, had their mom stay the weekend with her in her room. Tonight I had a guy over and nothing crazy happened. Around 5 a.m. we started to fool around. The mom then bangs on my door and says, "Can y'all shut the fuck up?" Mind you, we aren't making much noise, and all we are really doing is making out, no sex.
What the hell, bro?
Also, in the past, when I've had company, I've asked my roommate if she could hear me and my guests, and she said that she can't hear us. So am I the asshole for having a guy over and making noise while her mom is staying over? Edit. Since a lot of people are commenting it, yes, we were probably a tad bit louder than I had originally thought, but there definitely wasn't any extreme moaning or super egregious sounds, no beds or walls shaking. I was mostly taken aback by how she approached me, but it's on me for making noise. From now on, I will definitely be more cautious of bringing guests when my roommate has her parents. How loud for making out? For making out, that's kind of wild, actually.
That is a little wild.
Yeah. That's okay. No, yeah, that's.
Did you wake her up?
Did you? Yeah. Okay.
But this is my shit.
Okay.
That's just college, baby.
Fucking. That's just college, baby. Yeah.
You're gonna hear someone fucking. You can't get around it.
Yeah, honestly,
It's dorms, man. They all got fucking, the walls are thin as hell.
that is true.
Which is crazy, because you know there's gonna be fucking in there.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
It's the demographic of people that have like the most sex, and you're putting them all in a big old house together.
Yeah, it's right before, like, you have the young people, and then you have the dip from, like, you know, your 20s to 50s, and then you have going to the villages and just spreading syphilis. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fucking.
The village is otherwise known as the syphilis factory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you
Anyway.
have you gone to the syphilis village? Nah, I was at the Hep village the other day.
Yeah, my grandma lives in Claptown.
Dude, it's right next to Crabtown, too. They do it alphabetically.
Yeah, she's in hospice like a lot.
Yeah, it's wild, yeah.
It's crazy.
God, they're making so much money at hospice. I should become a doctor. She was right.
At hospice is funny. They're making so much money at hospice.
At hospice TM, yeah. No, fucking.
Dude, I saw it. Listen, I don't give a fuck about this. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Not the asshole. I like fucking.
NTA.
I don't know. Just, I mean, don't make out so goddamn loudly. Fuck.
If your mom's, why is her mom staying with her in the dorm?
That's a little. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, whatever. I guess it can happen.
It's just like, I don't know, if you're staying in a dorm, expect to hear sex.
Yeah.
Teen sex.
Especially like when you're, yeah, like it's not even gonna not even just your roommates, other people in the hall as you're walking to the room. Yeah,
like you're a fucking adult. What are you doing, man?
I've never even been in a dorm, but I understand. Like, I've never lived in a dorm, so I haven't gotten that experience. But I've visited dorms, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's shit going on here.
Yeah.
And that's for like the 3 minutes I've been at dorms for like Uber Eats. Like,
oh yeah, dude,
come on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, not. I'm gonna say not the asshole personally. I'm just like,
I don't think
if
so.
you're not like going out, like shaking the bed or hitting the walls. Yeah, I'm willing to bet you probably weren't super loud. Unless you were super loud, in which case, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, there's no way
you
we
might
could
as
really
well
know.
at least up it up to like hand shit at that point.
Yeah,
if you're,
like, don't do that shit. Have more sex if you're gonna be loud. Is what Joshua Chinlin said.
I'm a sex positive individual. It's not my fault you're fucking closed minded, Sarah.
No, I understand. I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's funny as fuck.
Go big or go home, all right? That's what this show's about, baby.
And
all
you're
right?
gonna be screaming, you better be hitting it from the back.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny as shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why your mom would be staying with you. I would not let my parents sleep in the same room as I'm in.
Especially with a bunch of people on the side.
I don't like it when it's like at a hotel and like you all happen to be like on a family vacation. Like, you know, it's like, fuck.
Yeah, me too.
No,
I'm also a little awkward.
Like, come on, let's not do this. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like. Yeah, we've had hotels where it's just like open.
Yeah, for my sister's birthday, it was like we got a suite,
crazy.
which was it was nice, but we did have to share with my sister, like the not twin beds, the 2 queen beds in that one room.
Yeah, I find that shit crazy.
That was pretty wild.
I get it.
But like, you know, it's still like
it's just, you know, when you're young and you have another partner, it's really hard to be like, can I get the single king bed?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, the ones that are reserved only for like CEOs. Traveling
the
alone.
king bed upcharge. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have kids. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I don't care if this is Disney World. Fucking give me a king bed, god damn it.
Yeah. It's either this or I live in some guy's tiny fucking garage
for a day.
Come
on.
While he constantly asks me if I want to eat something off his grill. Or something.
Or also,
or
they're
if I want to hang out
selling their
with him and his kids.
Their peanut brittle, whatever it was that we had that one time. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Wild.
Yeah, sorry, what were we saying? Fuck this, yeah, whatever.
Fuck this. I just think it's a college situation. It's wild you're getting it from an adult.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. It is funny, the idea of like some like parent just like, can y'all shut the fuck up?
But it is at 5 a.m.
It is at 5 a.m.
That's the only other thing. If you're loud enough that you woke her up at 5 a.m., you're loud.
Yeah.
And also the context of the walls and the beds aren't shaking. That doesn't mean you're not loud.
That's true. Yeah. You could be just fucking yelling.
Yeah.
I love kissing. That's what they're yelling, probably.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. What do you think she sounded like?
I don't know. Like the kissing sounds are just normal, but then like every once in a while it's like, yeah. You're really good at this. In that case, you're just like autistic. You shouldn't be being yelled at for being autistic.
That's how you know you're autistic, is you go, yeah, baby.
I should have known that the first time we made it.
I know, yeah. I felt a kindred spirit in you. We didn't know it until we spent $3,000 on the autism test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, God. Solved it?
Solved.
That's our show, Sarah.
Yeah.
What do you want to plug? We did a whole podcast in one go. I'm not excited for us. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we used to do that a lot.
Yeah, but now we did it tonight. But yeah, what do you want to plug?
Anyway, you can follow me on Tumblr. That's Soheron, ThatSoHeeron. And also that's my Instagram and everything. And we also have mutual aid links in the link tree down below. And that's for Palestine, Congo, Sudan. It's a bunch of GoFundMes for families affected by the fires. In LA, there are also red cars there, teaching you your rights when ICE knocks on your door, which is good. It also translates it into different languages. So if you know somebody whose English isn't their first language, but they might be receiving a visit from ICE, that'll teach them what to do and say to preserve their rights, because ICE is known for stepping on rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lebanon, Congo, Sudan. Hurricanes, natural disasters. It's usually being updated. If you have something that you want to add to it, we can go ahead and do that. Just send me a DM send me like an ask on Tumblr or a DM on Instagram.
Yeah,
and I'll put it in.
Nice. I'm Joshua Chinland on most things. A guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I do other stuff too, don't I? A guy nicknamed JC VODs. I'm finally working on getting VODs out from like the past 2 months. So there is a record of other VODs if you want to catch up.
Yeah.
And subscribe to that so that way that can become another thing that we work on, you know?
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
APWSTR on TikTok, APWSTR Productions on YouTube. A podcast will save us relationship on all podcasting platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And hit that gosh darn bell.
Yeah.
And it's 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Share the podcast with all your friends and family, loved ones.
Yeah.
Especially if they knock on your door at night while you're
And tell
making
you to
out.
shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I'm just watching a podcast will save his relationship. And I'm laughing out loud. LOL. You can we're a comedy motherfucking podcast, dude.
We truly are.
Yeah. At least when we went to the career event, we weren't lying when we said comedy variety.
Yeah.
Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Throne, all of those websites, APWSTR. We also have cameos.
Merch.
We have new merch as well, made by Midgellyfish on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Go check it
And
out.
Instagram. She made an Instagram. Oh.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah. Here's my shirt,
I don't know where mine is.
but here's mine.
I wore it like last week, so it's probably in the...
it's I think it's out in the, we washed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's all down in the description. Fucking Other Ways to Support Financially, cameos from both of us. I'm a guy nicknamed JC on Cameo.
Tell me your Am I the Asshole story, and I'll tell you whether or not you suck.
Yeah. We also have Venmo. Podcast will save this if you want to donate through Venmo to our podcast. And
Yeah, some people's only way to donate was that. So.
Yeah, so it'll all be down in the description. Everything's down there.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening and watching.
Thanks.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Dude, that was good. That was a good one.
Go, bro.
I really like that one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Dude, sorry, verticals were really funny. I think that's... Can I title it Hot Dog Style? Just...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
All right, sweet.
Hot dog style.
I'm sorry that like the past like 20 of them have been something I said like an asshole.
No,
Like,
it's so good. Bury
Yeah.
your loved one's hot dog style. Do you want them buried hot dog or hamburgers?
Which that's gonna be the Instagram. Which that's you all the way, baby.
That's good, man.